Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nibel. We're a group of local gamers just like you role play for your enjoyment. My name is Dustin Ritchie, and we are the Role Seekers! Hello! Yeah. Welcome to Role Seekers, everybody. We play a homebrew-style game of Dungeons & Dragons. Everything you see is improvised. Awesome! If you want to check out, if you like the episode, you want to see all the other episodes, we're on YouTube and Spotify. We got a big shout out to our campaign sponsor, Wormwood. Wormwood. Thank you so much for sponsoring us. We love your stuff, and this game screen is everything. So, I want to jump into tonight's game because I've been having a lot of fun in the land of Tyve. So it is Tuesday night. Let's roll! The dice rolling. Welcome back! Alright, gang, so last game we had a climactic battle with the Lightless. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, so before we jump into tonight's game, we have a roll to do. There's only 2 people left.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm fixing the book. 14. 17.
Oh! Kevin, sorry. Kevin, advantage! No.
Eli, I don't want to skip you. I want to skip your character.
Why?
So do I.
You have been doing great this campaign. So much so.
I was about his character backstory is like immediately relevant, so I'm very curious.
I am too.
Yep.
It's very relevant right now.
Hi.
But I got a notebook.
Okay, are we all ready? We're gonna jump into Normandy's backstory. It is a cold night. It is a blisteringly cold night. Normandy has left the confines of Gavra, venturing out into the wastes of Scotterston. So I'm gonna work with me on this, but this is how we're gonna have it go. So, you have been aged. You are aged.
I am aged.
By time.
By time.
So, an old man walking into a small tavern on the outskirts of the eastern coast of Scotland. As you walk in, you are chilled by the cold rain of Tyve. You take a seat down at one of the tavern pews. Immediately a flagon of ale is brought before you, slammed down without you even asking for it. And a rather large woman gives you a wry smile, missing several teeth. What brings you all the way out here, love?
I gotta find a voice that's not old yet. I don't know how to do
Was it like right?
It would be right around the time that you get the book.
Okay.
So I believe you've been aged a little bit because
I'm finding new paths.
All right, love, we'll drink on this flagon of ale for you. I brought it all the way here. She slams it down and brings out a little bit of soup. She looks at you and goes, it'll be 2 coppers.
Just like reach into my pouch and hand her like a gold.
Okay. Oh, love, this is too much.
It's okay. It's all I currently have right now.
Do you need a place to stay for the night?
I don't believe so. I'll find
Well,
my...
with this, you go get the best bed in the house.
That's all right. Please keep it. It's a token favor.
She pulls the coin back. As you're sitting, you feel a chair move closer to the table. A figure that only you can see leans in, smiling at you. This figure has pale, ephemeral skin. You can see through it. He looks ethereal, aged, and wise. He looks like an incredibly powerful wizard or sorcerer, but age has taken most of the luster from both his body and his eyes. Where are we going to sleep, if not here?
That's for us to find out later.
I feel like you're keeping something from me.
Of course I'm keeping...
He says it as knowing that the word he would say bothers you.
Don't, please. I look insane talking to you.
All right, I'll just sit by quietly and watch.
Thank you.
He takes a deep sniff as though he smells something on the edge of the air. His face turns to a grimace, and he looks toward the door.
What is it?
Oh, this is a good shift of music. Seems very accurate. The door bursts open, and you see a frantic small man holding a journal. He moves around and his face kind of seems out of sorts as he comes walking in, and he walks immediately up to the bar, to the tavern keeper. He begins to talk to them, but he's a little too far away, and there is a little bit of a ruckus going on. Somebody's begun to play a small lute in the corner, and there seems to be a little general merriment going on as though it's a long day out in the fields and everyone's coming in. But you can't take your eyes off of this short little man talking to the tavern keeper. The tavern keeper seems to be bartering with this little person before they finally point over to you. The short man comes running up and slams his journal down on the table.
What? No.
Are you who I think you are? It's important that you answer quickly. Is there somebody sitting here at the table besides just us?
I'm gonna like look around. Is there just like some?
You see the other ethereal person standing, and he is glaring at this little man.
I don't believe so.
Listen, lies are not going to help. I'm trying to get you ready for what's coming. Look at me. Don't look over there. Don't look at the person I obviously know you see. Look at me. What's your name?
Normandy Borthol.
Normandy Borthel. All right, that's the second lie you've told me.
No, I've told you no lies. My name is Normandy Borthol. There's no one sitting there.
I've tried to help you, but you're not listening and you're not telling me anything. All I'll have to say is good luck.
Who are you?
It's not really that important.
Well, you asked me my name.
Because I need to verify that you're who I think you are.
Well, who is that?
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
I believe you're a young man from the city. I believe that you're seeking knowledge I believe you sought knowledge at any price, and you paid a price much greater than you thought you should. I think now you're running. You say you're exploring, but I think you're running from the past. I think you're in great danger.
Well, now I'm sold. I am from the city.
Do you have it with you?
Is it a book?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see it.
Like, poke it out of my coat a little bit.
You are him.
Yep.
All right. He gets up and walks away.
I'm gonna look at. Matthias.
Like, what should I do?
Watch what you say and keep the book close.
I've already done that so far.
You're going to be talking to someone who's both here in the now and somewhere distant.
How's that possible? Well, how are you possible? It's a whole conundrum.
All of a sudden, all the lights in the tavern go out. And all you see is 2 candles lit up on your table. The door to the tavern blows open, and you see a man come out with a large, bushy beard, wearing a long, flowy cape. It seems very majestic. Where is he? You hear a small little murmur coming from the small man, and then this larger person comes walking up towards you. He slams down a small porcelain mask that looks like an apothecary mask onto the table.
Is that he?
I'm looking at Matthias. Is that he?
Yes.
I'm gonna just look at him. Just like,
And who would you be?
My name is Horatio.
Yes.
Fuck.
You've already met my companion.
Yes.
We have business. You and I. You have the book of one of my associates.
I do?
I would very much like it back.
No.
Obviously you've read from it.
Yes.
How about this? I'll take the book and remove from it what it has done to you.
However tempting, I'll have to pass. There's much I could learn from
Now
it.
this is interesting. He puts his table up. Hurry, come get this down! And the little man comes running up and begins to write it down.
Yes.
Yay! Did you think that was maybe him? I know.
That's great.
I knew all this time.
So, you want to keep the book, regardless of what it's done to your physical frame.
It's bought me a new life.
Very well. A proposition for you then. You may keep the book. You may keep the life that you have very little time left with. And I shall extend it. I shall let you keep this mortal coil. I shall let you venture with the power you so desperately want at one price.
Name it.
There is a little girl in the woods. You will find her, and you will protect her at any cost.
I should be able to do this.
No, I need you to look me in the eyes, for you are taking a charge that belongs to me. I am putting it on you and the reckless ruffian inside of the book. I'm trusting you with something big. A venture is about to unfold before you. One that will take you to terrible, wonderful places. Are you prepared for it?
I've always wanted to go on an adventure.
If she dies, so do you.
oh. Wait a minute.
Do we have a deal?
Let's make it fun.
and our vision comes to an end.
Ah.
Oh no.
So Aggie seizing was bad.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we should paid a little more attention.
Well,
Trevor-
he's not gonna tell. He's not gonna tell us that
Maybe
detail.
Trevor should have done what I asked him to.
There was so much in that.
Yeah.
That was a whole
Yeah.
heck of a lot.
I have a whole page of notes. Ha!
I do too, and they're on YouTube.
I have notes that you have in your books.
I'm writing new notes that you won't be able to read.
That's so true.
True.
I don't know. I'm pretty close.
Oh.
All right, gang.
That was good.
A couple days ago, shrapnel from the buildings erupts. Clouds of darkness roll over the city of Gavra. But the militia is beginning to fight back. As you get caught in the wave of this battle, falling to the ground, Bjorn, you see arms like this in glass.
Ooh.
As you begin to fall under, begin to drift into the uneasy sleep of a partial death, everyone else unconscious, all of a sudden you see something coming from the city. It's coming out of the murks of the city, like the kind of shadows, fogs. It looks like a figure, but you can't quite see it as the haze begins to settle over your eyes. All of a sudden, this figure pulls out a sword, lifts it to the sky, and it ignites in golden light. Not white like the Athelian towers, the glint towers, but solid gold, like a morning sunrise. As creatures kind of crawling toward you and your friends, the light shines bright as they come stepping toward. The person looks back, says something that's hard to make out, but it seems like he says, "Are these them?" Before your eyes drift into the back of your head. 2 days later, Whisper awakes. Pink sheets, a warm, rosy fragrance. You pull blankets over yourself, and on the other side of the bed, you see Lily, the woman you've been pining after, who's never seemed to show much interest. She looks at you, pulls the covers down, and goes, "I thought you were gonna visit, Whisper."
I meant to, love. I really did. But how did I get here?
Are you feeling better?
Am I bandaged
You're
up?
bandaged, but you think you
Yeah.
can probably.
I mean, I'm okay. It was rough. How did you find me? Who
Pushes
found
you
me?
off of her bed.
All right, I'm fine. Bloody hell.
And honestly, every single time you say, "Oh, you can trust me, love," and I say, "No, I can't," you always prove me right, Whisper.
I've had an ordeal lately. You see what happened out in the city?
My life is an ordeal, Whisper.
Right, that's fair.
Yeah, it
That
is.
is fair.
And honestly, you're one of the worst parts about it. But I couldn't let you die now, could I? I even shared my bed. I've been squished up against this corner, and you in my bed's bad for business, for most blokes.
You put me in your bed? I always knew, deep down inside, where maybe you didn't even know it, that you carried a little torch for Whisper. A little one.
Persuasion?
I was not alone. I was not alone. Did you see others? Others with me?
I saw a lot of others, and honestly, I'm surprised at how much you have friends who obviously like you. They bought out the whole place, said you was obviously in danger. It's the only explanation why you wouldn't come back. So they sent out a ridiculous amount of gold, the kinds of which I ain't seen. And they bought the whole Blooming Pedal.
Would they look like maybe they were from another place?
They look like ruffians and buffoons, but honestly, I think they might be kind of gentlemanly and rather stately, if I do say so myself. Anyways, they was led by a very nice little lady. And that lady said that you was obviously important.
All I can say, Lily, is your whisper's moving up in the world. I think you should give me a shot. I think you'll be surprised.
I think the next time you say you're going to visit, you do so.
Fair. Fair. I'll have to tell you, it would take, I don't know, like an invasion of Gavra to hold me back.
Oh, like what's happened according to the Northern Districts.
I can't get anything
been
by
hearing
you,
about that,
can I?
haven't you?
No.
I know you was there.
I was fighting the good fight.
I think you was probably running away, is what I believe.
How many of these wounds
You know what
do
I
you see
think?
in my back?
Honestly, I bet you probably climbed the first building and started running away.
Only later.
Well,
I didn't start that way.
you better go check on your friend, Ernan. Even though those blokes paid his debt, Madam Iris ain't too happy. She hasn't been in the water, if you know what I mean.
Oh, alright.
A little lesson about paying your tab.
I'll keep it in mind. And I won't forget this, Lily. I promise.
Honestly, Whisper, your promises aren't mean that much to me. Actions speak louder than words. Now, you can get out of my bed, because honestly, it's been a tough couple of days with you here.
Alright. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow. I promise.
Well, your friends have obviously helped a little bit.
Alright. I'll be back. I will. And I sort of stand up. I sort of make this like pathetic attempt to make the bed. I'm like smoothing the sheets out. See, just real nice like this.
I just imagine it's so dirty.
And no, it's pretty nice.
high class.
No, like from you.
From me.
Unless they washed,
Ouch.
No, you've been bandaged up. They took care of you.
like showered,
Like
and bathed.
sponge bathed.
Okay. I just imagine that we're all bloody and
I'm
dirty.
very sorry I was asleep for most of that.
It probably wasn't Lily.
Take me back to the Roman bathhouse in the Dragon City.
Yes.
That's the real reason why Torque needs to come back.
Yeah, Torque and Lyra, we could fight the Queen of Glass, or we could go there.
Or we could just go to the bathhouse.
So you head down?
Yeah, definitely.
I had the volume way down, so I'm turning it back up so that way you've got it. You can slide it down. Okay, sorry, Technomancer.
Just to give Whisper a little bit of credit here, she's gorgeous.
Oh.
I mean, she's a very attractive young woman that he's been in love with for like 6 years since he was old enough to notice women.
So
He's been in love with her. So
she's
it's hard on him.
She's like a 20-year-old, very like, she's like the femme fatale, like, right? Like she
But
is,
she's not 20, right?
Well, I've got the notes right here. It says she's a 20-something prostitute.
Like you grew up with her, like she was your age?
She was a little older,
Okay.
20-something.
Yeah. So that's what she says. She could be a little older.
She's 55.
She's 29 every year.
Yeah, so as you head down, all right, so you head down into the Blooming Pedal. The Blooming Pedal is a rather large mansion that has been turned into a very high-class brothel for the city of Gavra. A large, opulent chandelier hangs from two double staircases that match the main entrance to the Blooming Pedal. Several dens of love lie off the main paths, as well as several not tea rooms, French.
Hookah room.
No! Oh, my.
Hookah?
No, like it's a French parlor, like a parlor room. A lot of different parlors sit out in the front where you see teas and like.
Shaylon.
That's a French like a little finger sandwiches and things like that. You see several of the high or elites of Gavra dining in the main room. Simply
Just dining.
Simply dining. whetting their appetite. So, you come down into the main room and you see none of your compatriots. However, you do notice that there's much less regal clientele than normal. You only see like a couple of the higher ups. Most of the tables in the salons have been taken over by ruffians who are sitting kind of, just out and about. Bring me some water. Oh, shit, I like the little ones with the cucumbers. Bring over the cucumbers.
Oi! I thought I asked you to stay by the fountain.
Well, how long we want to stay there? You see one of the guys get up. Listen, it's mate. I'm willing to wait 1 hour, 2, maybe even 3 hours. But when 6 go by and somebody tells us they're gonna be right back, I start to lose my patience.
Right, mate. I was on my way back, quick as a wink, and then suddenly, did you see all the fire and smoke and bright lights? You see any of that?
I didn't see it. Me compatriots did, but I gotta ask you a question. I've been holding on to this for 2 days. 2 bloody days, mind you, to make a point. Is this yours? And he throws a human hand down onto the ground. You see his coat stained with blood, and he doesn't seem to care.
No, I still have mine.
I'm watching you.
Where did he get a hand?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Those are just fingers.
Those are just.
those just fingers, yeah.
Oh.
Can I have your pencil?
Where's is Snake Eye Joe here?
Snake Eye Joe's up in the private lounge, to Eagle's Nest, as it were.
All right. How about Bjorn or the other blokes you saw with me in the forest?
We put your friends down in the lowers. Apparently Lily wanted you to go up into her place, otherwise you'd be down there too. I said leave ya, but our leader said no, it's not the proper thing to do.
It's right, and between us, Lily's got a bit of a shine for me. She hides it really well. Really, really
It's
well.
opaque.
It's right. Very hidden, but I think she really likes me.
Alright, now
Well,
I'm
I'll
ready
tell
to
you
have
what,
me
mate.
coat cleaned.
Mate, you just wait right here, and I'll go talk to my friends.
You'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
He just kind of like wryly looks at you.
Can I?
You.
Yeah, let me do a. Can I do a persuasion check
Yeah.
on that?
So the pirates rented out like half.
Yeah, that's a natural one.
He doesn't believe
No,
you.
he doesn't. Yeah. He rented out the entire brothel. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I want to go find the rest of the party.
All right, rest of the party. It's been about 2 days, and even though you don't sleep, you do go unconscious. So, after about 2 days, you wake up, and you again are surrounded in pink linens and a nice rosy perfume, but you're in much smaller beds, kind of dankier chambers. You see a little chamber pot to the right. You're kind of down in the love rooms, for the penny rooms as they were.
All of us?
You're all sharing a room.
Beer!
Oh, where are we and how did we get here? I go
She
I
jumps
go
on
wake
that
up.
immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And we both wake these three up.
The you get up and the floor is got like it's covered in pillows.
This is disgusting.
I don't know. I think it's kind of.
Would you
I think it's
know
kind of
what it is
soft.
though?
Yeah.
Context clues.
Yeah, our people are like sexual people. so,
Okay.
Like, I also
Oh,
wake
I was
everyone
just
up.
saying ew because this is like
Not your room.
not to standards. No.
I'm saying it's gross because there's just why would
It's
you
just
have pillows everywhere?
Soft and nice and pleasant.
Yeah.
Wake up! I wake everyone up.
So
Where are we?
everyone is there except for Ernan and Whisper. Even Aggie is there. Aggie doesn't seem like she got as hurt, but she's actually like been sitting with you, Normandy, and she's holding your hand like wake up.
You have to shake him harder.
I'm up. Where are we? Where are my things? Aggie, you're fine.
Bjorn, where are we?
I like sit up on my elbows, and I look around. This is very interesting. That's kind of my only
What?
comment.
How did we get here?
My guess is one of our compatriots had some special friends here.
What is this place? Is this one of those places? Is that why they're not here?
Where, if they,
It's one
Yeah,
of
it
those
is.
places.
yeah, that whatever. But where are they? If they're probably the ones, they're the only ones who would have been able to help us.
One of what places?
Spell it out for us.
Well, you see,
It's a brothel.
Sometimes,
They serve soup. Yes.
They might.
you know, some people have to make a living somehow.
Oldest profession.
How many doors are there?
There's like 4 in this room, one on each wall.
I'd like to go over to Aggie and do a medicine check, see how she's doing after everything she was going through.
Dropped it.
19.
She seems pretty good. So Aggie is it's obvious that she's been up maybe for a day, maybe more. So she's probably gotten a lay of the land, and she looks okay.
Are you feeling okay, Aggie? You kind of went down during the fight, and
I'm not sure what that was about, but I'm all right now. Thank you for asking.
okay. If you start feeling strange, let me know.
Can I do a perception check to see if I hear like the pirates from upstairs? Like Bjorn would assume, but
DC of 2.
15.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Okay. All right. Sounds like the rest of our group is upstairs.
well, are we safe? You guys not remember getting like almost killed by weird creatures that turned back into normal people?
I do, but we seem safe.
I mean, we were running, but then something like exploded.
I
Did anyone else see like mirrors and shit?
You can get there whenever you want, Mark.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Oh, right, you're all awake. At last.
Did you bring us here?
Well, of course. I mean, not me particularly.
So no,
Well, no. I mean, I've got good friends here.
that makes sense.
Told you.
So you,
Oh, wow.
so you told your friends to come help us, because we all remember getting knocked out.
Right. So I was too, but see, because you're with Whisper, when my friends found me, they also found you.
How did they even know we were friends?
I think it's because as I fell, I reached for you.
Weren't you climbing buildings?
Yes.
I fell a long way. Performance? 6.
Yeah, we know.
All right. Look,
Thanks so much.
I think, all right. I think that Snake Eye Joe and his lot bought out the petal so they could have a place to stay. But I'm telling you the truth that I know people here, and that's why they brought us here.
It's a Whisper! You see a young woman come up and smack you on your fanny.
Hi! You!
That seems about right. Your friend Ernan's bobbing for apples. She walks away from you.
All right.
Ooh, what does that mean?
I'll be right back.
Is that a game?
No, can we all leave this room, please?
Wait, it's a euphemism.
An apple
It
sounds
could be
good.
Very awkward.
If you walk out, I will follow. I do not want to be in here.
Because she came for me, right? To tell me.
Beer.
She points down the hall. She
Yeah.
moves on.
All right.
Beer. Just so you know, it doesn't get any better if you leave here.
I think we should leave this place in general.
Why in such a hurry? Why in such a hurry?
Well,
you are
there
missing
seems
your
to be
stuff.
some kind of important stuff going on. We don't have any of our stuff.
None of you have your stuff.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to the
And I
lady-
need my bag.
Yeah, the lady that just left.
She's walking up the hall.
Ma'am, do you know where our things are?
You need to talk to Madame Iris for that. I don't know.
Where may I find her?
I don't know. She walks away from you.
Whisper.
Right, follow me. We'll find Madame Iris. Then we'll head back upstairs to the...
She pointed further downstairs.
Oh.
Just
All right,
FYI.
so we'll go that way.
Okay, so you head down, and all of a sudden you just hear. I told you! I bloody told you! I've got it on me!
Okay, now. Yeah, so can we go in this room where this is happening?
It seems to be at the back room. You see it's a locked door with metal hinges.
And I'll... Oi! I know you got Ernan in there. I got some business with him.
Take it up with Madame Iris.
Do I know this guy?
Its name is Bruce, and he's one of the bouncers.
Look, Bruce, I know that Ernan might be a bit long in his debts, but I also think he's got a good thing going. He's good for it.
Oh, the debt's already paid. The pirates took care of that, but we need to make a statement for the other patrons. He was almost a week late. So he's bobbing for apples. Put him down again.
I mean, you pay your shit.
He did. It was just a bit late.
He didn't. I don't believe you.
Or send him upstairs when you're done. Ernan, hang in there.
Explicit
Hang in there. Hang in there, Ernan. We'll be in a bit.
Is he going to be okay?
Oh, he goes through this about once every 6 months.
Oh. All right.
Where I come from, they say pain is just weakness leaving the body.
He's got a lot of something leaving the body.
You head on upstairs.
Yeah.
As you head upstairs, you see several of the pirate crew. So it is yours, as I said, some of your responsibilities to figure out which pirates. There's about 30 pirates, so they've gained some pirates. But the ones from the last campaign that you want, you're gonna have to just engage with them. So they've got to be ones that survived. So yeah, good luck on that one. But you do see several of the pirates. You know there's Mate. There's also a new guy who seems to be barking. He barks dead. Jamie didn't remember that, but he's dead. Seawolf. Seawolf. Yeah, we'll see. But Fickle Phil is still alive, and he will be here. So somewhere.
Yeah, we all saved one.
Fickle Phil.
Kink.
That's up to you guys.
He's dead.
And none of us have any of our things.
None of you have any of your things. Okay. You know that the Blooming Pedal has many secret passageways. It's been used by the Thieves Guild in the past. It's not one of their headquarters, but there are apparently secret avenues down into the Thieves Guild from here. It's also pretty centrally located, so it's not going to be near where you were attacked. You're pretty near the main fountain, a couple blocks off. You're near the Felrick's house that was pointed out to you. You're about 4 hours from the northern coast, about 3 to 3.5 hours from the castle. But again, you're in the center of the city. Just kind of a recap, you do have certain things that you found. Normandy, you found some things. You each have different missions. Some of you want to leave right away. Some of you have locations to go to. It's kind of more sandbox, guys. There will be a few more things that might come your way, but what you choose is what you choose.
I want my stuff back.
Yeah, is there there's a maitre d'
A bellhop.
Yeah, so his name,
His name is Courtier.
Oi, Courtier, I think my friend
Courtier comes walking up. Whisper, pleasure to meet you here. Are you feeling better, sir?
I really am. Thank you for that, Courtier. I've got these friends here.
Shall I have you down for the usual, the 1 o'clock bash with the Sunday finish?
But I don't really have time for that today. But what I need to do is talk to Madame Iris about getting our kits back.
Oh, Madame Iris, yes, she is up with our most prestigious guests. Did you know? Now, you know I do not like gossip, but they bought the old Blooming Pedal.
other than a couple of the elite privileged diamond rooms for our most notable of politicians.
Yeah, right, about that, they're actually friends of ours. I bet she's with our good mate, Snake-Eyed Joe.
Here, sir, he goes by Joe.
And right, so Joe, I don't think he'd mind if we just sort of nicked in for a little bit of a chat with Madame Iris.
Now, we all know, sir, that Madame Iris does not like to be accosted by so many people, so I could probably get you 2 entrances into the snake coil.
All right, I think I'll go, and would you lot want to go?
I'd like to go. I have many an important thing on me.
Sir, do you have heart problems? The snake coil is not for the light of heart.
I want to go there.
You've got to be this tall to ride this ride.
You'll be all right, sir.
I'll be fine.
Right. Well, I can get you in there in about 15 minutes. Will that work for your schedule?
Yes, it'll be fine.
A pleasure, Whisper, as always.
Nice to see you. Yeah.
High five.
I don't know if yeah, I do. I have a gold. Give it to me.
Thank you, sir. Always an honor. He walks back and he seems to have jotted your name down on a very important piece of paper.
Yes.
Be back here in 15 and I'll take you up through the elevator.
All right. Thank you. See what I mean? See what I mean? Stick with me.
Who's Madame Iris? Is she the patron?
She owns the place, runs it. She's a good egg, but you don't want to get on a bad side, or you'll be bobbing for apples. You get too more on a bad side, you'll be bobbing for more than that.
Are you on her bad side?
Oh, she raised me since I was like this tall.
I thought
Graham
Graham
raised you.
was- Yeah.
It takes a village.
Sorry.
There you go. Inspiration.
Can you clarify if it's Gran or Graham?
Or it's Graham.
What
But
the-
actually,
That still doesn't clarify it for me.
so you say her name,
Brandon.
and it's just Graham. All right, it's just Graham.
with
So
an,
let's
with an M.
right with the fucking M. Why? With Graham. What do you want?
Well, Helena, you said Gran.
She'll go by.
I can't understand what he's saying.
There is some music that begins to play in the back room. You can hear it coming from behind the stairs. It seems to be kind of like a little bit bombastic.
That's kind of refreshing. It's not the same guitar song.
What's that?
I'm gonna go peek my head in.
We need money.
I have money.
You don't. You're bad. You don't have anything.
Oh, yeah. Go get my shit.
We're working on it.
Do I still have the pouch that I keep around my neck that has my important stuff?
They didn't strip you.
Okay.
I mean, they would have washed you, but the thing like necklaces and
They
stuff.
took our bags.
They took your bags. They kept your jewelry and necklaces on you.
Okay.
So we have our normal clothes too. Great.
You're actually in nice linens. You're not in your
Armor and
your
everything,
adventure
right?
gear.
All right.
No. You're basically in pajamas,
These are cozy.
but they could be gross. Just just could be. You peek your head in.
Mm-hmm.
You see that there are actually several of the girls sitting around tables, and lots of the rough pirates, and they're all just okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the curtains open, and you see a beautiful 20-something-year-old woman with sharp features, and she comes out and she begins to sing. I know this place on the center of the square, where the flowers don't grow, they bloom. And then everyone starts going in with it.
I like it. I like it.
How beautiful. And I leave. I'm assuming there's a bar.
Yeah, in there.
I would like to go to the bar and request tea.
So you see a rather large chap. He looks almost like a cat, but he's not. He's human.
Is this the warg?
This ain't the French salon. This ain't the salon. Go on up front. You want tea?
Does that mean he looks
I just-
like a cat? What?
Turn around and go to the front for tea.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the venue that would serve tea. Just lots of whiskey.
You'd be.
Would you like some whiskey?
I'm good for now, thank you.
All right.
You take a sip of whiskey and just start bleeding.
My name's Abaxi.
Oh God.
Oh, Abaxi, we've been sort of out of the loop for a couple days, actually. What's been going on in Gavra? Like, we saw smoke and fire and...
And regular people were turning into creatures, and then when we killed them, they were regular people.
One question at a time, love.
That wasn't a question.
Apparently there was an attack. Government's trying to hush it up, saying it was a ship gone wrong. But we know the truth. We know it was the jellyfolk.
The what?
Yeah, there was something in the
jellyfolk.
sea.
Yeah, did you guys see like the green light and then like the
And the sea monster?
let's see monster? Oh no, I saw. I was.
Apparently, the main castle of Gavra, our Lord Lady Cassiandros, is apparently looking for anybody who knows anything about the attack.
Oh, we don't.
Anybody who has a first-hand account.
Yeah.
If you want to make your way there to give your testament,
No.
whiskey.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and to Veer's point, how dangerous does that sound to us? Like going to give your testimony to the...
So to you, want to give a knowledge check or
Yeah.
insight? Your choice. Knowledge, history, insight.
May I?
Let's do...
Yeah, me too.
Let's do insight.
Is there some kind of reward associated with this knowledge?
God, that's a 2.
They said, I don't know, like 50 gold
I also
pretty
got a
good.
2.
for some knowledge
It's a or history
or insight.
so an 8.
No, we're not gonna get it. Two. Okay, so could be.
Yeah.
You know, as dangerous as trusting the government is in Gavra.
Yeah, so that would be not for me.
Same.
I would like to do a history check on the green light. If I've heard of any myths or stories or nothing,
won't.
it doesn't ring any bells for me.
It wouldn't ring any bells.
I'm good.
Go
with that.
ahead and let you roll. A nat 20 will get you
Like even the
folklore.
Green.
Oh,
close?
it's a 19. Damn. Okay.
Are there?
It would be like generation. It'd be like thousands of years ago.
I was
you know?
hoping for maybe a little
So-
whisper.
Are there just pirates just sitting in here, like enjoying themselves?
Yeah, hollering at this beautiful young lass.
I want to look and see if any of them look like they're carrying pouches of money. Like if any of them look like they have gold on them.
Yeah,
You're just a kleptomaniac?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna ask them.
yeah, they have gold.
Which ones are in there? Any of them that we recognize?
Ficklefield's not there.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do see the wolf, the guy who was barking. You see a
Sea
couple
wolf.
other people that you saw the other night, but you haven't met a lot of the pirates. You haven't talked to a lot of them. So
I want to go.
Can it be
Helena,
seal?
Helena,
Can
Helena,
bark?
can we go make friends with these people so we can get some money?
No.
Yeah, come on. And I drag her over to sit down with the pirate.
okie dokie.
Come on.
Fine.
I'll go sit down too.
All right, so the three of you sit down. You sit in front of the pirate. I mean, like there's like they've taken all the seats facing this stage. So would you like to sit in front of them?
Yeah.
Okay, you sit, plop down.
Hey! What are you doing? What's going on?
well,
Move over
beforehand,
there, move over there a little bit.
Hey, can you go? Before we go, I want to go grab them drinks.
One of the guy comes in. He doesn't have any teeth. Are you part of the show? And he's looking at Helena.
He's looking at you.
What?
I got 2 golds for you.
Yeah, and he just kind of motions to his knee.
Pulls out his teeth.
I go grab some shots of whiskey to bring over to these people.
Okay.
Hi. We are not a part of the show.
Oh, right. And he puts the
But-
gold away.
Here.
Hey, whiskey is my favourite drink. How'd you guess?
We need to get some things for the trip. We need some money.
Are you that lady that came with the others the Snake Eye Joe is talking to?
Yeah.
What you talk to him about? What you need?
How to get a ship. We're trying to go get a ship.
It's the same problem we're all facing right now. That's why they're talking to Madame Iris upstairs about ideas.
Yeah, but we have a lead on a ship, but we
got
need...
a lead on the ship.
Yes.
Well, you need to go tell the captain then.
Well, we need money to get the information.
That don't make no sense. I'm confounded. How much do you need?
20 gold.
20 gold? That's a lot of bling. What's in it for me? Old Pavel.
Shit.
What do you... Pavel, what do you want?
First.
Oh, what do you want?
Well,
Shit.
I wouldn't mind a kiss from a pretty girl.
All right, Helena will give you a kiss when we get the mail.
Excuse you.
I like pinching you.
Ew.
Old Pavel.
Old Pavel would sure love a kiss from a pretty girl. Right on me cheek.
Okay, money, and then we'll give it to you.
I've been down that road before.
What about 40 gold and we'll each kiss a cheek at the same time?
I don't have that much gold. I've got 12. I've been willing to. I got to pay me bill, so I'll give you 8. 8 golds for a peck on the cheek.
Well, 8 is not 20, so what about a peck on the hand, and we'll take the 8.
I ain't a priest.
Well, you broke.
This is some good haggling.
Come on, it's just a kiss. This is hard gold. I'm offering.
Okay.
Well, now he's making me feel things.
Yeah, yes. 8.
All right, a kiss on the cheek. I bet you thought I was gonna turn and give her an old willy on the lips.
No.
What's your name?
Alina.
I got kissed by an angel. And he hands you 8 gold.
Animal handling.
I take it.
Alina, I want you to know I didn't give you that for the kiss. The kiss just made me feel good inside.
Like Pavel.
You still got your dignity, love.
Pavel, you have done something to my heart that hasn't been done in a very long time. I like you, and you are now on my good list.
Don't get us
Oh, you hear
hopes
that?
up.
On his good list. I'm on a ladies' good list. That's the first one you ever been on. First lady you ever talked to. Save your mom. You shut up.
We gotta keep Pavel
You see
safe.
the bouncers in the back like, shh.
This man just has to stay alive forever now.
Yeah,
I love him.
You did it.
I do too.
If old Pavel dies,
I die. How?
Yeah, forget Aggie. It's old
Yeah.
Pavel now.
Okay.
You
How's
have your
the
own
bucket?
Aggie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
for sure.
elevator come down.
No, so you head back out.
Yep.
And you see your good old friend Courtier. I need to write some of these names down.
Boy, Normandy, it's
With
time.
a pencil.
Alrighty.
Pencil, please. Somebody pencil me.
You want the eraser?
in
I
my
made
notes
my
I wrote
notes.
love him.
That's
Oh,
right. No
why?
mistake. What are you doing?
I don't know.
How many pencils have you broken?
Just this one.
Okay.
But in
Multiple
pieces.
times.
I'm gonna get you one of those fidget spinners.
No.
No,
That'll
please
be
don't.
worse.
That would be so bad for all of us.
What do you mean?
Okay,
I need to find
Courtier
my,
and
like,
Pavel. You head on up to Courtier. He's waiting for you.
Oh, good sir, it's a pleasure, Whisper. Where's your friend?
This is Normandy.
Normandy, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Come right this way.
He walks up and you see 2 snakes, like on the back, like at the. So you're at the base of the stairs that go down, and on the back of the stair there's 2 snakes, and he goes up and grabs the 2 eyes and pushes them in, and the door goes in.
We're going to go to the snake coil.
He leads you down a very beautiful, like gold, gilded, fake gold, of course, but gilded hallway to an elevator with a golden mesh, and he opens it and he heads on in, and he hits a button and it goes down.
Whisper, what do you have on the docket for later? Would you like your normal 6 o'clock with the mudslide?
Oh my. Oh my. Oh.
I think I better pass right now,
I'm just thinking mud, guys. I'm not as
Don't-
educated as you both.
Do you want
Don't
help?
move.
'Cause
No.
we can throw out
I
tons
don't
of
want
stuff
any
to
of
help
it.
out.
I was trying to be like a mud bath, is what I meant to say.
No, thank you.
Sorry, Whisper.
We'll never know.
Never know.
All right, very well, sir. And you all, sir, you look like the kind.
I'm fine. I'm just here for my staff.
Honestly, most of the services are on the house right now due to the complete buyout. But whatever you say. Click, the door's open. Immediately, you hear Madam Iris. Honestly, it's just not done that way. I mean, it's very strange that you have bought out most of the brothel, and most of your men, I turned it down, most of the men are simply not partaking. Is there something not to your liking? You hear an answer, but you can't quite make it out.
Is there a door?
Uh-huh. And come in.
Oh, Madam Iris.
Whisper, my favorite little cherub, come on in. You come into a room with 4 pillars with the curtains draped on each side. On each of the walls are pillows lined up like in these really beautiful beds, and in the center of the room is a koi pond that looks like you could swim in it. You notice as you walk in, there is Snake-Eyed Joe, who you recognize, but he's in a suit, and he looks all like washed up, and his hair's all back, and he still has his eye patch. You also notice 2 blokes in leathers, one of them wearing a leather mask going across his face and up to his head. You can only see his eyes. And you also see a young girl who's dressed in all black. She looks like she's extremely skinny. She has long, flowy, curly blonde hair, and she's sitting up against one of the pillars, just kind of shaking her head, but she's obviously letting Snake-Eyed Joe and the other gentleman in the leathers do most of the talking.
So, as I begin to talk to Iris, I am going to flash Thieves' Cant at either of these 2 in the black and just
They do not seem to
okay,
recognize
they don't
it.
seem to. Okay.
You do notice, however, that the 2 bouncers on the back walls flash you something back.
Okay, but this is not guild business. That's what I'm asking. Does the guild have
Doesn't
business
seem to
here?
be.
Okay.
But they do look like thieves. They look like
Yeah.
rogues. They look more like bros.
Well, so first, Madam Iris and Joe, I've got to thank you on behalf of my friends and my friend Normandy here. You've done a lot for us. We were caught out in that mess. We were out closer to the coast, and I swear I ain't never seen anything like it. It was catastrophe.
Well, I'm glad to hear that we have your full attention and thanks. Several of me men thought you was trying to set us up, especially after we were waylaid by those rogues in the night.
I think that was all just a misunderstanding.
I certainly hope it was,
And-
especially since now we're all just so cozy together.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, Joe. On for you getting to the mainland. On for you getting a ship. We've got to get it done.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. All of us have been talking about the several options, and Madame Iris here tells us that even with her great network of connections, she doesn't know much of a plan outside of the Navy bases. Now, that doesn't seem quite like the route we want to take. We like to pillage and plunder, sure, but taking on a city of this size, well, that's going to take more than a couple of scrappy goats.
No, that's right. Did we have a discussion of a ship, Normandy? Did you?
I don't remember.
We didn't, right? Now we know that.
Just that we were gonna find one.
Just that we're gonna find one. Well, I think that we could explore some other options before we think about the naval yard. because the Navy's going to be quite busy right now with what I saw happen out at the seawall.
I think you might be right. Madam Iris, do you know anything?
The only thing I know is that the Thieves Guild were particularly interested in several of the ships over by the Andros port. Apparently the Velpar company was working on something rather interesting. Perhaps you learned more, Whisper, on your job.
You never live in
Well,
town.
I do know that from what I heard from the guild, that there were some things coming in from on those boats. Or I couldn't actually get to that job.
Oh, Whisper.
No.
I pulled so many strings.
I know, Madam Iris. I've been through this with Graham. I've been through this with Ernan. Events got away from me.
I'm sure your heart took you down the right path.
It's true. It's true. And now what I got to ask you is I've met some people. And Iris, these people are not like any I've ever seen. They're not like any we've ever seen in Gavra. And I think I've stumbled into something big.
Really?
Right. And I need to ask you, we need to get our things together and we need to see about what we can do to help Joe here get a boat.
I'm happy to let Courtier bring your things to you. It's not a problem. I'm not sure how to help with the boat. Any ideas?
Well, I think that once we have our things, or I've got these blokes I'm with are very resourceful, and I think we'll go down to the docks and we'll look into this this trading that's going on, because I think if there's ever a chance to get to the mainland, it's now.
Well, you do know that even if you get a boat, there's not much sailing to the mainland, the large peaks and whatnot. Perhaps you could visit the library and see if there's any books on the subject.
Oh yeah, that would be a great idea.
But I went there for a different thing. I had no idea about boats.
But do they have boats? Books on boats there?
Might.
Maybe you could get your library card.
I don't have one of
Oh,
those.
right, you don't have one.
Well, you'll need a library card to take out any books at the library.
I know.
Oh, thank you for that, Iris. We will definitely see what we can find out about the library. And with Joe and his men, I don't necessarily need to worry about sailing, because I think he's got it.
There's also a reward at the castle for anyone who had business. Perhaps 50 gold times 1, 2. I believe there were 9 of you. That's a goodly amount of gold to get you started.
Well, it's right, but
The pirates also seem to have an unending amount of gold.
well, I think that's a better way to go.
Honestly-
Me and the royal court don't really see eye to eye.
You see the girl, and they need to stop using it. She kind of goes back to being quiet. Oh,
She's the accountant.
Do I recognize her from when we met them in the woods or
I don't
anything?
recognize
No.
her.
It's
Okay.
Gator's wife.
Bud's wife.
That bud made a.
Well, Iris, I think you've done all we could ask of you, and I'm grateful.
It's my pleasure, Whisper. Are you traveling with these people? They seemed pretty set on protecting you. Well, it didn't come free. I have a couple of questions.
Was this the?
It's a young girl. She's pretty young.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like she should be in such a leadership position.
As
Like a young teenager.
as Iris asked about whether I'm traveling with them, I get sort of, like Whisper gets serious. I am, because I don't think I've got much here for me anymore.
I have nothing here for me.
That's what the young girl says.
It says
But apparently, there's something out there.
Right.
And by George, we're going to find it, we are.
You see the one with the
Yes!
kind of like
We're going to find it right away.
I like your spirit, whoever you are.
The name, the name is Ned. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, Ned.
What?
Folks call me Whisper.
Whisper.
That's right.
I can remember that. I also am one of the quiet types.
I can see that.
Just unlike my friend right over here.
he just kind of
What?
Yay.
Well, are you coming along then?
Honestly, you were all in a pretty bad way before I found you.
Right, I ain't never seen anything like that. I thought I was free and clear. And then, poof,
You weren't.
no.
No, not at all. Really.
I went down pointing at my friends. Reaching out to them.
Of course you did.
That's right.
Of course you did.
Just didn't, though.
all right.
How do
So,
you know, old timer?
Here's a few things we're gonna just get off the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
Like, it's great. It's great. If that's what you gotta tell yourself, that's what you gotta tell everyone else. Awesome. I've seen some stuff. I honestly think you guys were trying to just completely screw us. So let's just get that out of the way. I don't really trust you. You obviously don't really trust us. But I'm willing to let it go. Because what you just said, you're for us. I felt that. That felt real to me. And, well, I don't have a lot of time, you see. I don't have a lot of time because someone very important to me is dying. So if you're not going to take it seriously, we're just going to find someone else.
I don't think I got your name, love.
Xandra.
Xandra. Can I do insight?
Sure.
Same.
That is a 19.
Okay.
That's a 10.
You're not sure. She rolled a straight 19.
And then what are you doing? I look at Joe, and is she with you?
He kind of looks over at Xandra. She just nods.
Right. Yeah. She's well, she's old Snake Eyes cabin second mate.
She is.
Why don't you believe old Snake Eye? I've never led you wrong.
You know, it's fine. You say she's your second mate, it's fine. We'll go with that.
For now,
Sandra.
I think we'll all just be better off.
Sandra. Right.
So, you're familiar with Gavra.
I
You
am.
help my friends through the woods. I think that maybe, just maybe, we're meant to find each other.
If you'd said that to me a week ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today, I think it could be right. So how about we get our things, you come down, see my friends, we gather up and we figure out what we're going to do next.
All right.
All right. Okay, so then I'll look. Are you got anything?
Do you know about anything about the slums, ma'am?
As into what?
I mean, I was given a note by a friend. It was a map. It showed the city of Gavra, and there was a knife point in a warehouse.
Did it come with a letter or a note?
It came with a letter.
Did you read the letter?
I read the letter, but it said nothing of what's there.
Are you asking Madame Iris? Or...
Yes, Madam Iris.
I'm sorry, I thought you were asking the...
No, Madam
My
Iris.
bad. I thought that was the last person it was, so that's who I thought you were talking to.
I understand that.
May I see the letter?
I don't have the letter on me.
No, may I see the map? Do you have any?
No, it was in my luggage.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So, how about I walk you down? We'll get your things. You'll show me.
Perfect.
Simple.
Simple.
And we'll all have some pie. That sound all right with everyone? Today feels like a pie day to me.
Quite like pie.
And not that kind whisper. She walks toward the elevator.
Yes.
You head
No
on,
apple? Perhaps have gooseberry.
Peach.
So you head on down. It takes a few minutes. The group. Do you want to do it meanwhile? The group has had some time.
Got anything?
Or do you want to just get back?
I would. So I do want to have a little cut scene. Bjorn doesn't need to talk. I like to think that. I like to think that like some of the ladies took a liking to Bjorn based on his looks, like the silver fox thing, and they came over to talk. But then like he starts giving some advice out to the ladies, and eventually there's like a small crowd of women, and he's not flirting with any of them, just giving life advice, and maybe like one or two have broken down
And they all
about some of their
leave.
life choices.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna need a performance check on this one.
I kind of want him
Oh,
to succeed.
Oh, that's a 19 plus. Probably.
As a father figure, you're trying to give some of these girls advice.
And the ones with daddy problems listen.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good.
Yes. Okay.
I will just.
Why are
Thank
you?
God we had that.
Why are you disappointed in me?
I
is
will
beautiful.
say one thing when all that's happening. Helena, you worked at the brothel.
What?
You got paid to give a service at the brothel. You now work at the brothel.
It wasn't my choice. Someone pimped me out.
I didn't say I also didn't work at the brothel. That's all.
Good stuff. Glad we had that. In the
Heroic.
future, I won't offer it up.
Heaven, do you do anything?
No, I'm just kind of sitting there watching the performance, going back between what's going on with Bjorn and the singer. I'm just sitting there sipping this new drink I've never tried before.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying myself. I didn't come here to do anything in particular. Just just
This is so
experience.
different than Tor.
Yeah.
So, the group comes up. She leads us in. She leads you into the salon. She claps, and the salon is. People are basically ushered away, and a table is set for everyone. She goes over to Courtier, who slowly, one by one, brings everyone their equipment. She sets out tea as well as pie. It looks to be a kind of like a key lime lemon meringue style pie, but it has a turquoise hue to it. Looks to be made of some type of fruit born from the seabed.
Ambrosia.
I'll put on my armor and stuff.
Sure.
And take off these terrible pajamas.
Old Pavel can sit next to me.
Honestly, let's keep the ruffians out. Us fine folk,
Says Snake Eye Joe in his new.
Oh, I thought that they were in there. I wouldn't have said that if I knew that he wasn't in there.
So, I didn't actually hear the story because I wasn't with you with the fingers and the.
No.
Oh no,
Okay.
we told you guys though, right?
I don't know that you had
Would we have
time.
had time?
We haven't had
Yeah.
I don't
time.
think.
Oh,
so.
right.
We met up and got attacked right away.
So what is this with a map? I know my way around. Gavra, what we got?
I'll pull out the map, flip through the page, and
May I see?
Yes.
There was, and I'll whisper to you. There was supposed to be glints, and there were just fingers. And his friend, who worked at the library, was dead.
Honestly, this is rather strange.
Fingers?
I'd have it.
Well, this is obviously the Wharf District, but this is a grain mill.
This is what?
It's a granary, not a mill. It's where they store the grain. Why it would be circled, I have not the slightest idea.
And apparently, he
Honestly,
was
I thought it was a little bit decrepit, vacant for several months. It's been up for sale.
Thank you for this information.
Who was selling it?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the real estate ventures of the Wharf.
can I see if I know what's selling it?
Oh, did you guys get Ernan back?
Oh, that was so close.
Oh yeah. Hey, my old bloke Ernan, is he done bobbing?
Do you think he's learned his lesson?
Oh, I think he has.
Courtier, go tell them that he's found the apple.
What am
Otiar walks away.
What am I rolling?
I don't even remember.
I'm trying to see if I know who would be
It's a history, knowledge check. Knowledge.
16.
History. Probably just one of the real estate venture houses. You're not sure. There's quite a few.
So your friend, without his fingers, left this for you.
I don't believe it was him who left it for me. But it could have been him. It was his handwriting.
He's
He
dead.
was
He's
probably
dead.
tortured. I'd rather not talk about it.
We're off.
She likes death. That's kind of her
It's
thing.
not. No, that you don't get it.
I think we,
No one gets it.
I kind of understand it.
I think we should check that out. In my experience, when someone leaves you a map with a knife driven in it with a circle, you should go check that out.
Yeah, but there were fingers in there, so
You
like,
don't need to tell the whole world.
there's 5 of us. That's not the whole world.
And her.
And all these
You
people
asked
in
her about the
boat.
map. You opened up the
I
story.
asked her about the map, not everything else.
There were
Learn your
fingers
place.
on the map.
Enough.
Enough. You haven't even told us who you are. You're Bjorn. You took my books.
I look back to Snake Eye and Madam Ivory? Iris. We heard that there is a reward in the main castle
I believe
for
that there
information.
is.
I would venture to say that maybe 300 gold that we could potentially receive wouldn't be enough for a ship. Do you think that the castle could barter for a ship instead?
I don't want to
sure
go
that the
there.
castle would be willing to barter, but perhaps you could find out why they're so interested in your story.
I don't think that they would want to see people like us. And I don't know if we should go there.
Didn't you say to not go there?
I never said anything about it. He said it.
I don't particularly want to go to the castle, and I think you've got a great point. We don't see many of your kind around here.
What if I go?
You hear the sloshing, heavy drip of someone soggy wet come walking into the room. He says nothing, walks over, sits down at the table, grabs a slice of pie, and begins to eat it.
Who's this?
Ernan.
Oh.
I slide a drink
flicks his hair
over.
out
I
of
just
his
like
face.
slide a drink over to him.
He
across the
just
table.
looks at you and drinks. Angry, but knowing that it's his fault.
That's right.
What if we could also... I'm just spitballing here. What if we can somehow convince the castle to charter us one of their navy ships just to get us over to the mainland in an attempt to investigate the reason for this attack? Because I would be inclined to believe that they would believe the attack would come from the mainland, considering, you know, external forces. And if we offer our services to go investigate this threat, they'll give us passage to the mainland.
Where I come from, if they're trying to keep something hush-hush and they want your information, they're probably just gonna kill you. So it stays hush-hush.
Where is that you're from?
Not Tyve.
Sounds like a rough place, love.
Can I check to see? Would I have any reason to believe that they might operate that way? Like they have a navy. They have a.
So the I don't think you need to roll for this. I think you've
Okay.
been here long enough. So it is obvious that there is some classism in Gavra. The rich seem to get away with more than the poor. There's definitely, like, being one of the lowers, you're weary of them. But they also do seem to run a pretty good military. They run a strong country. There hasn't been a case of the plague in over 20 years. They do have parliamentary government style, like, judiciary. Everything seems to be... Everyone knows that the Cassiandros is in charge, even though there's, like, the seemings of a government. It would be like, the best description would be like, think England, exactly the same as England, but instead of the royalty being kind of more figurehead, they're still in charge. That's what it is.
And do I feel like they would hire mercenaries for this kind of job?
Potentially,
Okay.
like they could. I mean, they certainly don't want to go to the mainland or risk their ships.
Okay.
Whisper. We have a man with blue skin, someone from not here.
We're both from not here.
You're not from here.
We're all three from not here.
To us, or I'm sorry, to
You look like you
the
could be
royalty,
from here.
we are expendable. If they want to send an expedition, we are the ones that they send. That's how we get our ship.
Would it help our case if we offer knowledge on the, I kind of look around, the black glint problem?
I say we keep that to ourselves for now.
You remember? I wonder about this grain warehouse. What if maybe that's how they're getting it in, right? Because it was out at the farmland. What if we were to find out what was going on at that warehouse? Then we have some information that we could bring to them.
I'm not trying to pry into obviously your business, but what is this about black glints?
Madam Iris, I think we would all appreciate some discretion in this conversation to outside ears.
Love, discretion is my business.
How
Point
close is
taken.
the grain thing to the man with the bats?
Yeah. Well, and that raises an interesting. Can we even get to that place anymore, or was it destroyed?
It was not destroyed.
Okay. And then her question.
There
Is the blacksmith and the battery?
It was not destroyed.
No, is it near the grain?
Is it on the way?
You could go there on the way.
There is some evidence that we've come across that there are glints that are being polluted or refined to have
Like this.
negative characteristics.
Worse. Much,
than
much
Mister.
worse.
Well, you know how the Blooming Pedal feels about glister.
Right.
Not on the premises.
Really?
There's another thing.
I wouldn't have thought.
I would
You see, I came from the mainland 20 years ago.
You seemed the type. I didn't want to assume.
We came across a case of the plague on our travels here.
From the mainland.
The same. Here
Like
on top.
20 years ago.
No. Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh my. Have you reported it?
No.
Perhaps you should.
No, I thought
Have
we
you
all
come in
agreed not to
contact
talk
with her?
about
They
it.
will be very. Have you come in contact?
No.
I've dealt with the plague on the mainland.
No, we burned those people.
Well, we actually poisoned them and then burned them.
Why? Why?
We handled it as mercifully as we could.
I see. Discretion.
Right.
Obviously, this group of compadres didn't exactly need to be the ones reporting the plague. That probably wouldn't go too well for us.
Why?
Blue skin, dark skin, elf. Already
understand.
from
I don't
the
like
mainland.
that you are.
So, once again, I believe that due to the circumstances of our coming together, this may be our best chance at getting a ship. And now we have a wonderful captain and crew to help.
Are you talking about me, lad?
I am.
Do you remember when I had a ship and a crew?
And you drove it, and you crashed it through the wall of water because you wanted to go through the wall of water.
I wouldn't have crashed it if I was driving.
Yes, you would have. You said, "Let's go through the water."
Is I can't remember her name. The accountant younger girl. Is she in?
Sandra.
Xandra. Is she in the room with us?
She is.
Some, I believe, call this destiny, and some might call it fate. But I believe that we have come together for a reason. We all have our individual goals, but perhaps there's something out there for all of us as one.
We're like the fated. No, I don't like that. Don't like it. Doesn't have a good ring to it.
I think we should start.
I've never been one much for that moniker either.
I agree with maybe going to the grain place, but I also feel like it could be a setup to kill you.
But we know it's a setup.
So I just think we need to be a little prepared.
But what if they wanted us to know that we knew it was a setup?
Well, then it's a face-off.
Good movie.
I also think you should get your little girl out of the sex house.
She's right here.
I'm fine.
It just doesn't seem
Wait, and who are these people, by the way?
the pirates.
No. Like this really pretty girl, and then
Yeah,
there's a
she's
man
really-
in a mask that's not saying much.
They're all with Snake. They're with Joe.
But like, where did they come
I
from?
don't know. There's so many of them.
How about you just ask?
I just did. I said, who are these people?
You asked her the question. It doesn't matter.
How do I-
My name is Sandra. This is my good friend Ned, and this is Len.
Great, you're acquainted.
I'm acquainted. What are you doing here?
We're searching for something on the mainland.
So are we.
They're all looking for whatever the light is.
Are you searching for the same thing as Joe and his crew?
Joe, what did you tell him?
I told them that there was a great cure.
Yeah, we're
Pure
searching for
and
the cure.
dragons and all of this stuff.
It was mostly the light in the middle.
What did you, wait, what? And he just kind of looks, just like,
They didn't believe me anyways.
All right, we got a plan.
I think we have a tenuous alliance. We have funds, men, and a means. But we need a ship.
And you need someone who knows the mainland.
That's why we're entertaining this.
I think you're being really cocky for someone who couldn't get out of the woods.
No, that's not Abby. It's Sandra.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
She was
Here
lost
in
in the
the
woods
woods.
with
No.
them.
She
No,
might
she
not have
wasn't.
been.
No.
I would assume that they were all in the woods.
She just kind of looks at you and just kind of like, sure.
I miss her.
Okay. Well, Normandy, let's go get all the people who are murdering your friends.
And maybe we could go to the library.
Perception check.
Maybe we could go to the library.
We were already at the library.
He wants
It's
to go to the
useless.
library.
Well, guess there's
Well.
boat books.
I'm sorry, are you actually gonna read a book on boats?
Well, this time we can actually just stay in the library part. We don't have to go into
No,
the
we
deep-
did not have a card.
Well, no, that was for after dark.
It's just something.
Wait! We're not waiting for another day so that you can go look at books that you already said you were gonna look at.
Would you like to come with us?
I know. I am with the pirate on this one. We're
Then-
not wasting another
All
day.
right. It's just something Madame Mallory's brought up.
We can go look at the library.
I didn't know you'd already gone to the library. If you didn't find it in one trip, you certainly won't on a second.
Well, we
Look
got
at
kicked
it.
out for not having a card.
Well, and then we found our own way in. But we weren't looking for boats. We were looking for other stuff. And either way, we could just go. I know the lay of the land, and you know what you're looking for.
a boat. Just throwing it out there.
You were looking at doors.
I've had enough.
You see Snake Eye Joe stand up.
You may talk amongst yourselves, but I'm going to the theater.
And he walks out the head.
All right. What time of day is it?
Oh, it's like, I would say, you've been talking for a while. Let's say 11-ish.
How long a walk to the wharf, to the warehouse
To
district?
the warehouse. About 3.5 if you don't stop.
Where's the library from the warehouse?
The library is about another hour and a half.
Okay.
Just put a pin in the library.
Oh, yeah, no.
dude.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any, unless you have a particular reason of going and a way to get us in that
Oh,
you've
yeah.
remembered.
We don't need a
since-
It seems
library card
pretty
anymore.
dangerous to go back to the library.
Well, my room,
We tried taking a book and it detached itself.
but we don't take books.
Or you lose
Perhaps-
fingers.
But we want a book on boats!
We read the book there.
I don't think
all
you need a
the time.
book on boats. You have
Yeah,
We
We
don't,
need
it's
a book
insane.
on a way to get through the dangerous waters.
I don't even believe that it's so dangerous. I just don't think they want us there.
I need to do a history check. I never did.
For what?
To know if there is a location that we could land on the mainland.
I
Come on,
think
guys.
they're lying.
Come on, guys.
You got it.
Trevor, do it.
That's gonna be like a 4.
So you're trying to be brave because you know you need to get there. You do not know.
Listen,
So, but like
This is-
to the point, your 4 basically tells you like you really don't know of one. Like when the land bridge shattered, there was a wall built behind you that was in construction, most likely finished now, and every other part of Tyve, literally on the mainland, is surrounded by serrated mountains. Like you really don't know of a location in.
But the wall is down now. Or at least
wall
there's
was
a big
built.
gap in it. What's that?
Okay.
Well,
so
no,
there's,
no,
there's
but
an ocean wall.
it just
He came on a land bridge, and there
Okay.
was a wall being built that was like one of the only exits into
I
the
see.
mountains.
On that. Okay.
listen. They probably just don't want people to go there, but there's got to be a way. They don't want you to know the
All
way.
right.
Luck.
Let's think here. Perhaps you can talk to one of the. She kind of leans in. You could talk to one of the members of the Residual Thieves Guild. They may have some knowledge. You may also, perchance, talk to one of those of the Arcanium.
What's that?
The Arcanium doesn't exist, and you haven't heard it from me. But there is knowledge in the kingdom's castle that is forgotten. And there are those who have remembered it. The Arcanium.
What do you know about that?
Nothing.
This is actually very exciting to you.
This kind of sounds like it's up your alley.
I do like the plan of it.
Not you. You.
How would he care?
I would any forgotten knowledge. That's kind of my thing.
I just like knowledge.
All right, so let's recap. Pause screen! All right, so you have several things in front of you. If you would like to split up, you're welcome to. Don't split the party, but you can split the party. So, what you've got in front of you seems to be that there is the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild has knowledge.
Don't want to do that.
No.
That seems like no. You've got the
Didn't just try to
wharf.
kill you.
You've got the library.
No.
Yeah.
You have the those in charge of Gavra telling your story. So we're gonna call this the Gavra Castle.
Is that the same castle with the knowledge?
And you
Yeah.
have, we're gonna call it the Arcanium. Now the Arcanium and the Gavra Castle would be similar, but you'd have different objectives.
I think my vote is we go to the warehouse first because if there is something there, we've got knowledge
information.
that
And
might
if there's
be
somebody
useful.
trying to kill kill Normandy, we should probably take care of that.
Yeah.
Kill okay.
Normandy. What?
So,
How would you want me to?
so I
Just
mean,
kill the little
I
girl.
would say we go deal with that, and then we head to the castle.
Yeah, I agree. And even if there's more knowledge in the warehouse, that could possibly be to our advantage when negotiating with the castle.
Or it could change things.
We could potentially get to the Arcanium after already speaking to the powers to be.
You're right. Once we get in the castle, who knows what's gonna happen?
Right.
So, Bat Guy, warehouse, castle.
Bad guy warehouse castle.
All right, I think it's gonna be dangerous. Be sure you're ready to go to the wharf, especially if they knew you were coming.
Well, there's been a lot of excitement since then. Were we all kind of magically healed?
Yeah, how is
No,
this
so-
healing? Can you
we
explain
rested
how
for
our
days.
You're still messed up.
How?
We're in
can-
Dungeons and Dragons, so healing doesn't make any damn sense.
Right. Okay.
I mean, but we've rested for days.
Yeah, you've rested for a
Okay.
few days. Your cuts, they seem to be superficial. So
Okay.
Can you explain how we're healing? That's rolling hit dice, correct?
Yep.
We've been
been
through enough
2
time to have gained back all of our hit dice.
Yeah.
Or hit points rather.
2 days. I mean, you would have rested twice.
Well, you gain your level plus
Your
your
level
con,
plus your con.
and then you can choose to
I
roll
can't
a
imagine you're
dice.
not fully healed.
Yeah,
You mean
And
your,
how-
your level plus your con, and then you use your hit dice.
if you
if
want.
you want to.
So what your level was 2 plus your
2.
con
My
modifier.
con is 3, so I
5
Gain
a day, so
5.
you gain.
5
So you would have
a day,
gained 10 just from that.
That's great. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
I think we
First
should.
time healing from a rest. Yay.
I think
Look
we
at us
should-
go.
You gonna head out?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say by the time you get ready, talked up, they're gonna leave Aggie. Aggie, they've said they'll watch Aggie. She's very safe here. You head out into the city. Happy journey. Place it. You head out into the city of Gavra. The city seems a little bit more on edge.
Yeah.
You walk into the great fountain square. You see the great, the Felric monument, the Felric Mander. You see the beautiful fountain with the goddess Eth. And you notice that there are several markets going, farmers markets. People are still doing produce. But in the distance, you see the smolder, the kind of like steam of where the attack happened. As you head north, heading toward the blacksmiths, whose name is, does anyone remember?
Bartholomew? Or
No,
Bathymew.
Mules.
bats and battery.
Bats and
Bats and batteries.
50%
Blacksmith and battery.
Blacksmith and battery.
So,
And as we're going, can we just be like, I'm definitely listening to hear what the gossip is. Like we heard the person in the brothel say, "Oh, it was the jellies,
the jelly folk.
jelly folk." But like, I'm just curious what the other stories are that are circulating, and
Okay.
what stopped it. What like do people know about the Kingsmen with the light up spear?
Yeah.
Like
I
what
wish
sort
there
of
was
stories?
a gather information anymore. But
Well,
I
can
think
we
it's an
just do
investigate.
Investigate?
perception checks? Investigate?
Yeah, it's an investigate.
I thought perception was listening.
Perception is, but you're like trying to listen in for information.
Okay.
So like you're investigating.
I got a 15.
Ooh,
18
Helena.
13.
Is it investigate?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, yeah, you guys would hear. Okay, so you're heading north into the city. You notice as you get to a certain point, there are more guards out than normal. The Gavra guards wear, they wear kind of a blue turquoise armor. It is still overcast with clouds, and you just glue it. Still very, very cold, so as many people are bundled up. The stuff that you begin to hear is that there was an attack on the city. Some believe it was the dreaded, the mainlanders, and other people are like, no, it can't possibly be. No one could cross the great maelstroms and the vented gulf. And somebody's like, oh, I believe they found a way through the vortex. And someone's like, there's no way through the vortex. You also hear the incompetence of the Gavra military. It was probably a bomb that went off. You hear several people be like, I saw the light leave. I saw things of darkness moving. Most people don't seem to believe it. You hear a few people, like, you see a lot of sage being burnt in the homes, and you see candle visuals out. You also see several statues out on the road that are all clear marks of warding away the Tangled One. You also hear several people say it had to have been the great beast. I knew my grandfather's tales were true. I know it lives in the icy depths. And it just keeps going.
Okay.
The one thing that does seem to be slightly pervasive is that they all have a clear recollection there was green light.
There was.
Thought it was so cyan.
No mention of us. Strange blue shield coming down or anything like that.
Nope, and no
Okay.
mention of people fighting.
Okay.
Any mentions of loved people who had their loved ones
Yep.
die? That were turned into things?
You see several signs looking for people.
Oh.
seems like they have a pretty accurate idea what happened.
Yeah.
You reach, after about, I would say, an hour and a half, 2 hours, you reach Bathlamule's blacksmith and battery.
Yeah, just pop right in there.
All right, D100.
Come on. 95.
Wow.
You walk in, and Bathamule seems extremely happy to see you.
What a pleasure to see you!
Did you get all of my referrals?
I have so many referrals. It was remarkable. I've decided, based on these referrals, a second tier bat's the bat for you.
How many tiers are there?
There's quite a few tiers. All right.
But
I have a grading system for my
I did
bats.
give you a lot more referrals than you asked for.
And I upped my deal. Why are you not grateful for what I'm
Can I
offering?
just-
I offered you a tier 1.
What?
Well, it would be the bottom tier, but you get the idea.
Can I know the different tiers?
Come back, I'll show you. Right here. These are your average bats. You can find them anywhere, mostly in chimneys. Around here, anyways. These bats right here, they're found out in the wilderness. They have a hunger. They've got an appetite to them. They want real meat, not that pansy stuff like where you just give them an insect. No, they want blood. Now, cow's blood is ideal. You can give them like steak, but that's what they want. They're rather large, about the size of my arm, here. About a sizable bat, with his wingspan top. That's what I was going to offer you. Over here are your size 3 bats. Now, these bats right now, these bats are something fierce. And these bats I found on the northeastern coast, near Pill. They've got a bluish hue. They're recast, as it were. They seem to hunger for more than just blood. Not quite sure what it is. Maybe light itself.
Like fruit?
Maybe. These bats over here are your tier 4s. These bats have been known to kill things like cats, dogs, small children, if they're unsupervised. These bats are found usually to the north, up by New Nord. These are the bats you'll find in your large caves. Now this bat over here, be quiet. This bat we don't talk about very often. I found this bat on a steel, see. This bat I found, I bought it with a rather wily barbarian. I don't know if he knew what he had, but obviously he went up to the dark wood he did. You know that place, obviously. You look like you're from there. Anyways, this bat, I never seen anything like it. I can't quite look at it. I can usually only see in the glint of firelight. I honestly think this bat could kill a grown man.
I want to look. Can I look at like
You
what?
see, you look in the cage, and it almost looks like the light gets eaten. Like the back of the cage is darkness and 2 red pinions of light.
Is it just
Can
Dracula?
can I try to animal handle that bat?
Sure.
Yeah.
Please don't get too close to the cage.
I just get closer to the cage. 19.
Okay, so you kind of reach out, and this bat kind of has your aura. It slinks, its body elongates down as its wings kind of open, taking up the cage.
Well, it's not being too aggressive. That's pretty wild.
I give it a banana.
You hand a banana in. It doesn't seem like it's gonna go for the banana.
No,
Do you just have bananas?
I have rations.
I give it a banana.
Please don't. Please, put your hand away.
And then I want to go in and give it one of the mushrooms that the wolves eat. Where
He literally is now pushing you away from the cage.
I said don't get near the cage.
The thing comes right as he pushes himself between you and the cage. It comes up and you see it it's talon on its wing go through his shoulder blades. Ah! And he falls down and there's blood everywhere. And he kind of comes crawling towards you. I told you to get away!
Ro!
That escalated quickly.
And the bat goes back into the bag.
Ah!
I come right.
Just sit down, sit down.
Ah! It's got me.
It's not.
I'm infected.
You're
Suck
not.
out the poison.
I'm not sucking anything. And I just put some cloth on the wound. Just hold. I'll patch you up. Just hold on.
Why?
Why'd
have
you
Get out! Get out!
Why'd you want this one?
I don't want it. I want to sell it.
I'll take it from you.
It's 1,500 gold.
Why?
Because it's rare. It bloody near killed me.
I didn't want you
I
to get in front.
spent 750 gold. I'm not leaving for less than that.
Okay, can I take one of the pill bats for my referral?
No, you may take one of that. You may take that bat right there. That one.
It's only 7.
Otherwise, you could get out.
Which one?
Are you telling
It's a little quirky. It's like
What,
a
the light
tier
one?
2.
Frank?
Tier 2 bat.
Frank, are you telling me the big scary bat's only 750 for me?
750 gold? Well, yeah, for you, I don't know.
Well, now how much is it with my discount and her 2 people?
And the referrals.
Her discount?
Her
Well,
discount.
you're lucky I'm not going to charge you double.
Well, no,
Just would leave it out.
I made you so much money.
You're also not listening to me.
I
You
was
understand?
trying to be friendly.
All the bats are screaming right now. All of the bats are screaming. I'm not sure where you're from, love, but you can't just do whatever you want. The rules are there for a reason, and I have a very calm ecosystem in here. The bats like my calm smoke. It puts them to sleep when I'm blacksmithing.
I just was trying to take the dangerous one
I'm
off
trying
your
to
hands.
let you have a bat. I'm
know,
giving
I
you a bat. Like, will you take the bat and leave?
Yeah.
Or pay the money and take that bat? Your bloody friend wants to buy it, and I really like Normandy, but I question your friends.
When do?
750 gold and it's yours.
What if I give you up 3 glints now and I get you... If I give you 3 now and 750, that's equal to 300 gold. 4 plus to 5. And I get you 6 glints or roughly 600 gold later.
I don't want an IOU. I don't even know if you're coming back.
You know I'm good for it, Frank.
Normandy,
Frank.
please.
Frank.
I already have a bid. I already have a bidder. He's going to give me 1,000 right off the top.
Glints of gold.
I think he works for one of the museums. I think he's probably going to kill it.
Yeah, that's not okay.
But is it glints?
It's not
Honestly, I
its
kind of
time.
want it dead now.
It's not its time to die yet.
Glints of gold, though.
I'll take glints.
No, what's he paying you?
Oh, I didn't ask. 1,000 money. All right, if you pool all your money together, do you have enough for it?
No, but I believe we could get some. Those pirates could help us.
I have eight gold.
I have 3 glints for you now.
Love, why don't you take
I
the
was just trying to take the scary one so it doesn't hurt you and no one kills it. Because I think it likes me.
Yeah, all right. The answer's no.
I was just trying to
All right,
talk to you.
sounds good. Get out of my shop.
So what does this bat look like, the tier 2 bat?
So he's a little
cute.
funky, you know, like he looks about
One
the
ear
size of
down.
here. One ear's down.
All
He has a
right.
bigger eye than the other one,
he's
but he
cute.
looks like
He's not as dark, but
he looks like
cute.
he's got like that dog face.
He's just a golden retriever
Alright.
of a bat.
Oh, it's real cute. What's its name?
I gotta think about it.
What's its name?
What?
What's its name?
Why are we naming him right now?
Oh, I don't know, because it seems like it has a name.
You're right. You probably should have a name.
No, we don't need to rush it.
Here. I give this bat a banana.
It eats it. Looks very happy to have the banana.
This bat will be called Nana.
No.
N-A-N-N-A or N-A-N-A?
It's N-A-N-A.
It's important.
It's very important.
Okay, so you can look up a beast in the guide that would have like a 1/8 challenge rating, and you have a bat.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't
How
want
much
it
are
to
the
fight
pill
anything.
bats?
Hmm?
How much are the pill bats?
The
The
pill
light-
bats. You want to buy one, love?
I'm interested.
That's a tier 3 bat. That's about 750 gold. For your friend, 375.
I can pay that now. Anybody got
They're
75
fairly
gold?
exotic. I found them over in the marshes near Pill.
We gotta get a boat. Let's hold on to some
Not
of
a
that
good boat.
gold.
It's not gold, it's glints.
That too.
I bought mine with referrals.
That's right.
I don't have any gold.
I
I
thought
think one bet per party is okay for
350.
now. visit later.
350 is a fair price, but I was thinking it was going to be less since that terrifying thing in the back was 750.
No,
So
that's-
it's okay.
That's half.
But I am interested in them, so thank you for showing me them because they're pretty.
Brew, did you fix him?
Yeah, as I put the final knot in my bandaging,
Tourniquet.
will be good.
Would you like to medicine him?
Yeah. Got nat 20.
Whoa!
He seems like he'll be fine, but something might have changed.
Wait, some garlic.
Oh my god.
Phineas Moon!
I am not a
buy 'em.
physician, but I recommend that if you have any further symptoms or anything seems off, to visit your doctor.
Jump off a cliff.
Oh, blood.
It's
Thanks.
Phineas is the one that wants to buy it.
It
And
is
the bat. Yeah. It's Phineas. The bat is what turned Phineas, and that's why he wants to buy
All
it.
right, gang. Nice job. You have a bat.
Yeah, it was.
That guy reminded me a lot of buying my first car. It was very, very frightening.
As we
Now
walk,
this one has got a great amount of
Did it bite him
trunk
too?
space.
as we walk out, Veer, he's got a bat disease.
He's a vampire.
Well, I didn't tell him to get in my way. So
just-
that's on him.
I just thought you'd be interested. I don't know what it means.
Xavier, it's not just me that tells you that you don't listen.
At about 3:30 to 4 p.m. Central Tyve time, you will approach the slums, as it were, the Wharf District. Given these all descriptions, and I'm very curious to know what this one is. It's called Scary Wind. From here, you get a pretty good vantage point that the break wall out in the ocean, this 300 plus foot high wall, is now broken, like just out in the distance. You see several ships all around it. There seems to be a general concern, people kind of standing on the wharf, gawking, looking out, pointing, telling the same stories you've been hearing throughout the town. There is also a low mist on the water. You also notice, even though it's been 2 days, you still see the residue of frost along the wharf, like something caused it. You see that you've been unable to get near the glint towers. They seem to be sealed off pretty rigorously, keeping people from taking the glints. But the wharf stands in front of you. It's creaking wooden walls and hinges. Just kind of, this building is very large. It looks as though a ship could be nestled very neatly inside of it, maybe several ships. It spans the length of one of the docks. It looks like you'd build like a cruise ship or something in this. Oh, and you see written on it, it just says the granary.
Is there a for sale sign hanging underneath the granary?
You see like a wooden sign that says like it says the
Price reduced.
no, it says Felrick Brothers Realty.
I think maybe I should go take a little look-see. You stay here. Keep your eyes on me.
Is there any like symbol, like worn out symbol from where wood would have been of what the granary would have worked for?
Yeah, so
What was the librarian?
go ahead and do an investigation check for me.
What's the librarian's name? Your dead friend?
Oh,
Jonas.
Jonas.
Loud.
I thought you meant the alive lady.
Went the wrong way. Investigation. 15.
The name is escaping me, but it would be the same place that we talked in our one-off game. The hang on, Jorungander. Jorungander.
How do you spell that?
Your and Gander.
What do you say? I'll go take a look. Keep an eye on me. Stealth roll.
Are we?
Safe.
Are you going to check the outside first? Maybe see if there's a way to like look through the slats and Or you just
Yeah,
wanna
we
go
said
straight in?
it's like big enough to open a so
Yeah.
entrance wise, is it like open?
So it's got the double doors that look like carts and things could go through.
Okay.
And the double door has a normal human-sized door in the double door.
And these are all closed.
They're all closed. But it's pretty rickety. You see wind kind of blowing through it.
Yeah, so I will. First I'll just go see if I can see
Any
in.
windows around the outside or anything? I can just kind of peek through.
Nope, just it's all boarded up.
Oh.
And if it looks
It's a
like
bad stable.
so you watch me. If all can't see, I'm gonna go up. That's my plan. If I can't see anything in, I'm gonna try and climb the wall and look in. But first, this is my stealth roll. It's a 26.
Maybe.
And do I see any? Can I see into the building at all?
So as you get close, you begin to peek through the cracks, and you notice that the granary, the front part of the granary looks like it's attached to a dock wharf, as those ships could get in. The back part of the granary looks like it has different like stalls built within, like they would stack hay up. So you can't really see like they have walls built.
Is the side with like the human-sized door? Is there a lot of traffic on this street or anything?
There usually is, but
Not
people
now.
seem to be watching what's going on out in the ocean.
All right.
You see a couple horses and caravans go by.
I do have thieves' tools. I'm gonna pull one of these, kind of stroll my way over to the door and turn and try and unlock the door.
Please.
Would that be sleight of hand?
Yes.
That's a 12, but I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You have to roll this.
Oh,
You should keep that one.
I'm keeping this one.
You should keep that
That's
one.
a 22.
Yeah, the door opens.
Okay.
The door opens.
Wait, look.
And then I gesture to the group
Oh, is it here for that game?
to come.
Come. Should we be sneaking?
Wasn't
I think at this point, no.
No.
Nope.
No.
Quickly.
wasn't Yomingander the
Jormungandr, when Taylor was here, that was on the barrels. That was the insignia.
What?
Yeah.
Yomingander was the insignia on the barrels.
It's rolled with a bad glints. We might be on to something here.
And they said it was said that it was grain that they thought they had stolen.
And we're saying this under our breath.
Yeah.
Right, go quietly.
Alright, you hunt it on in.
Okay.
You get into the granary, and you're sneaking around, you're sneaking through, and you reach a part of the granary that's like the center, and there's another building built. This one seems to be made of stone, so it's almost like the outside was like a tent, even though it was wood. And the stone one is there, and you see two guards guarding one of the gates. They have black. The armor's like a brushed nickel, like looks like, but it's black, kind of like a brush. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it's like okay. And they are wearing the insignia of the Felrix.
Oh. They
They don't
see
see
them before. Okay.
What are you planning to do after work? I'm not sure. I'll probably hit the bar again.
And it's like a solid stone building. No sign of windows. Just this.
You see that there is a heavy door that is attached to a small, like a canal that would lead out to the bigger. So like it does look like small boats could
they
get
could-
through.
Did the letter that Jonas had me read, it said come alone, right? Something along those lines, or okay.
What if I go up there? I mean, they're expecting me alone. Let's say we do get inside, then the rest of you come in. You don't kill them. You incapacitate them.
So we're having this. We'll pull back to have
Oh,
this
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
And
They also don't seem to be anticipating anything.
well, it's a big risk. We could also make some kind of commotion outside and then try to get in while they're distracted.
Like we see two of them, but how many are there?
Inside, I don't know.
I believe they're
The,
trained
the,
enough.
the guards, do they look like do they look like the guys with like the crazy wand, or they
Not
look
at
like
all.
not as
They look like
strong?
bad guards. They're wearing like chainmail.
Is there any like rock around? Like rock, or something that you could easily throw?
Like wood and stuff. Not really. I mean, it's like a granary.
We could, I mean, if it's about making noise, we could shoot an arrow. We could do all sorts of things. The question is whether that's. Do you remember exactly what the letter said, Normandy?
Said, come here, come alone. Not to go back to my study.
We could just have him walk up and act lost and just say, "Hey,
Or
I'm
had
supposed to be
pick-
here."
Or had to pick a lock to get in here.
Yeah, we just say the door was wide open.
I'm sure he could pass off a confused old man.
Or Bjorn probably could too.
I believe I have, yes.
I believe that my. I believe that my physique might be intimidating despite my age.
Oh, get over yourself.
They're bold Felric guards.
You think you can? You think?
Thank you.
You think you got it?
Well,
Maybe.
I think that we should probably try to be in some position to help him.
Yes.
I mean, the guards are what, 100 feet away?
Don't kill, incapacitate. Killing looks bad.
If I need to get
No,
through
promise.
somewhere,
No killing. None. That's my one rule for this. You
if
don't
they're
kill them.
dead, they can't tell.
But if they're found dead, we are hunted. Felrics are very powerful.
Don't
You
they,
are-
they won't know who did it.
He is right. The Felric's all pretty powerful.
They will find out.
But if they see us, they'll
You
hunt
keep your
us.
voice low.
They'll hunt us more. If they don't know who they are, they don't know who they're hunting.
They
because they're
always
dead.
find out.
Listen, I believe that for possibly the first time since we've come together, Normandy may actually be telling the truth.
Always telling the truth.
We should
Oh,
trust
his
just always
life is on the
also-
line, so
And
I
you-
hope so.
And you worked with the Felric family, right? That's
Yeah,
the,
your character doesn't know that.
No, I don't. That's
No,
right.
you said that you were a psychologist to him.
But I was
To the
Psychiatrist.
kid.
to the kid.
To the kid.
Well,
I
yes.
told him.
Normandy, go.
Yeah.
I was
Go
right.
ahead.
Wait. Before he was just like, maybe we should all like just kind of like spread out and get a watch.
Just go to position. Just allow me to do my thing. You'll have a distraction.
We'll be nearby. Just be careful.
We just gonna all just
Gonna cast
stand here
guidance.
100 feet
Oh,
away.
Thank you.
In different like
We can,
bow range. Like I'll sort of look for a place I can do it in the hand crossbow.
Okay, well maybe we could just get a little closer.
I've got a great aim. Don't worry.
Could you relock the door? I mean,
it's
they
probably,
most likely locked the door, and if I'm just walking my way in,
Oh, you want to walk all the way? You want us to go outside? You want to come back?
you stay here.
Okay. Yeah.
I walk back
You can.
in.
Sure.
And if that doesn't work,
I can't see what's
re-unlock.
happening if he does that.
If it goes back outside.
So you heading out?
Yeah.
Okay, you head out.
And we're hiding inside.
You lock the door.
Well, you have to be able to get in though.
I don't
Why
see the
not?
point in locking the door if we're gonna take them out.
We don't have to. We don't.
Or are you gonna
have to take
knock?
them
Is
out.
that-
I'm gonna knock.
Oh,
All right.
Because
Yeah.
if the door's
All
locked
right.
and they know it's
Okay.
locked,
I would
Yeah.
like to sneak a little closer to like the other door.
The door to the stone building.
Yeah, like I'd like to spread out. I'd like to go more that way.
Stealth.
Where?
Her.
Where?
He's getting close.
Not super close, but closer than 100 feet.
What are you doing?
Hiding. 18.
Yeah.
All right. All this happens. You're outside. You see the two guards look up at the door.
Hello.
He's probably just a drunk. He'll leave. So what are you doing this evening? I said I'm gonna head to the tavern.
God. Is anyone in there to?
Lily's gonna be performing tonight. No, I don't have the money for that one.
Is anyone in there? I'm looking to buy this place.
Oh my god. Is there a side door to this building?
So I would like to get next to the door where he's knocking. I'll just say, "You said you were invited. Just shout you're invited."
Just unlock the door.
We are a finely tuned instrument. All right. Yeah, all right. I was told to listen to my elders. I unlock the door, and I just drift back into the shadows.
I'll open the door.
Okay.
And I'll walk up to them.
Oh,
Hey, how'd you get in here?
door's unlocked.
And you just walked right in?
Yes, I'm looking to buy the place.
It's not for sale.
The sign says for sale. You're clearly Felric.
It's not for sale for the for you.
Sort of quietly under my breath, like,
Hic sunt dracones, my good friend. I'm here for a reason.
Who are you?
Don't worry about it.
I kind of need to.
You got me there. Normandy Bothell.
The name doesn't ring a bell. Does it ring a bell to you? I've not heard of that name.
I was Jonas Lowry's friend, the librarians. I was sent here.
idiot.
Name doesn't seem. I'm not sure.
Is there anybody inside the building?
Was it to you?
Me. Maybe they know more than you.
Hold on. What's up? Somebody here knew the family crest. Yeah, I know anybody can read the family crest, but he seemed pretty sure of himself. He says he wants to buy the place. He says his name is Normandy Bothell. He knew Jonas, the librarian. I don't know who the... Go ahead on in.
Thank you. I'll walk in.
You walk into a room that's got one table sitting there. You see a man with black gloves sitting at a table. There's one light hanging over, and you see another man sitting at the table, but his face is covered in a bag. All around them are barrels with insignia on them.
Is that the serpent eating itself?
Guy has a bag on his head.
And did they shut the door?
Yep.
I'm gonna message to you.
Oh, okay.
I think that we should knock the guards out quietly.
Can you hear back if I think back to you?
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's like one short thing.
to 25 words. Oh, is it just the cantrip message? Then it doesn't matter.
Let's give him a minute.
And the one that's
Sending has
is like
25
what is that?
word limit.
But you sending, you can
Something.
send that far away. Yeah, message is like 120 feet.
Yeah, so I'm sort of saying let's give him a minute.
Okay.
What did you say has the insignia all over it? The bag or
The
barrels.
barrels.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two. There's the barrel with the serpent eating itself, which is House
Jormungandr.
Jormund. Okay, and then there's a barrel with a salmon breaking out of a net. Which one was
That's
that from?
that's
think
the
that's
other trading house.
Velpa.
Yeah.
That's Velpa.
Yep.
Okay, so that's Velpa.
You see a young boy. He's bald. He has a sharp, angry face. He seems almost 30. He has a mustache that goes down and then a goatee. But that's all he has. Black gloves. And there's a person with a bag over their head, black bag, and they don't seem to be moving.
Is that him?
Who are you?
Normandy Bothell.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do. Sir, may I sit?
By all means.
Thank you. I'll sit. Is that Jonas?
He's been waiting for a friend. I don't think you're it.
I'm it.
I take it you got his letter.
I did.
I've been waiting here for quite a while.
I could tell. May I ask who you are?
I have a couple more questions. He kind of looks up and very quickly smashes your head into the table. And then he grabs you. Where the is he? And he pushes you up against the wall. Where is he?
I don't know who you're talking
He
about.
smashes you against the wall again.
Say his name.
Francis.
Who?
Francis Belrick.
Louder.
Francis!
Full name louder?
He punches you in the face.
Do you hear this?
14?
I think that just hits me. Yeah.
That's unarmed. He's not perfect. 2 damage. Listen, you little shit. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you've come from. If you don't start talking right now, he pushes you back up against the wall. You're gonna look like this. And he pulls the hood off of Jonas, and his face is just gone. He's been dead for a while. There's bugs eating him.
I will I will drain my own essence to be able to cast guidance at will until I rest.
Sounds good. You look weaker, but at the same time, more focused.
And then I will cast guidance on myself and then sneak closer to the guards.
Okay.
Like almost 30.
Yeah. They're not looking for you. They look a little more on edge, but they're not looking for you.
I message to you again. It's been a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no, I was managing my health. It was weird for a second.
I say, okay, let's make it quick, and I'm gesturing to the rest of the party that we're going.
So this guy looks different. Before they do their thing, I would like an insight check. You have advantage.
Advantage.
Yep.
I think that's a 6
And
first.
your guidance.
What's that do?
Add a d4.
Not everyone gets guidance.
Just him.
No, I cast it on him
yeah.
before he walked in.
Thank you.
So what did you say? Insight? So that's 13 plus 16
It's George Felrick.
is...
That's who is hitting you.
Figure out which one this is. God, I hate my...
You wrote the characters.
Oh, I did.
Is that your brother?
Has everybody kind of moved a little bit closer into position?
I'm like, I'm like
so
super.
when I see that everybody's in position, instead of like charging, I'm gonna kind of come out from cover and walk with like a fake limp. Hello?
Why the hell are all these people getting in?
Hello?
Get that man out of here. The one guy walks up to you.
Is he-
Sir, you need to get out right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a door that was open. I always wanted to see inside of here.
Yeah, well, we all want something, don't we? And he pulls out a small dagger.
Whoa!
Out right
okay,
now.
Okay.
Out right now.
I actually start turning around, and is he gonna kind of follow me
Yeah.
and escort me out?
To the guy who didn't go, I would like to sneak up behind him and try to do like a pressure point, like put him to sleep type thing.
Grapple.
Oh no. This is my one attempt before I kill him. Sorry. That's an athletics check. 12.
You get him. So you grapple him. He's like, what the f-? But he's not out. Like you don't like. But he is incapacitated.
I would like
you
to-
covered his mouth.
I want him. I'm gonna try to get him to pass out.
Well, I was gonna come up behind you and just take my bow and.
Yep. There you go.
said don't kill.
You accidentally
No,
killed.
we're knocking them out.
They're
Oh,
they're
knock
going
them out.
to great
Maybe you
lengths.
could just choose normal.
Yeah.
17 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Just
Go ahead. Deal damage.
Oh, I heard the.
Well, do I just do my like? My,
You take your sword damage. It's fine.
Okay. Seven plus 3, 11.
10. What is it?
11.
10. 10.
7 plus 3 plus. No, I'm sorry. Plus. Sorry. Plus that 1. So it's a. Yeah.
Okay, you hit him. And he'll go out.
So I'm going to, once we get, I don't know, 20 feet or so, and he's a little bit less spooked, I carry 2 hand axes, like, in my belt. I want to hit him, like, with the backside of the axe and maybe knock
Okay.
him out.
He's gonna do dexterity saving.
Okay.
See how fast you are. You're not fast enough, so he's gonna swing at you. Because, oh my god. Okay, he has a dagger. 3 damage.
Okay.
So he sticks you, and you turn around.
Okay, that's fine. And now I'll take a.
I mean, you're pulling weapons out like at him. Like,
Yeah,
you
it would be like
stab.
it'd be
Yeah.
like a duel. Like
He rolled a
you can
19
draw.
to dex save. So
Oh,
he definitely
yeah.
sees you and he
Yeah.
stabs you. What the?
Okay, well that's gonna be like about a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then five. 5 like non.
5 to hit?
No, 5 damage.
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still up. What the? Ah! Okay. You guys, yeah, so boom, boom, boom. Let's go ahead and go to Martin.
Hearing the commotion, I'll go in as well. Hoping this is going to be a quick and quiet thing. It's not, so I'll.
I will
it's- I
investigate
mean,
the other
once-
body
yeah,
looking
you're-
for keys or money or whatever.
Well, you've already gone, so we're going to go Martin.
Yeah.
I am going to move up behind him and try and hit him with the blunt end of the hilt of my dagger. And I will totally miss. Oh,
You've never held the dagger this
Yep,
direction.
that's right,
You're like,
exactly. I usually
I'll go in and if see the guy that Bjorn's in an altercation with, and I'll just bop him on the noggin.
That's what I was trying.
Pummel strikes. Pummel strikes.
Oh, jeez.
I'm done with this.
12 to hit.
Won't hit. He's wearing chainmail. So.
You sons of whores!
You're supposed to be doing this quietly.
My mother was a saint.
Okay, back inside.
It's too slippery.
George. Eldest Felric's son.
Yeah.
27 years of age.
Yes.
Branding over your heart.
Who the?
And he smashes your head back against the table. You got a little bit of blood coming out of your
yeah.
nose now.
Who are you?
How did you turn out like this?
He pulls out a dagger.
Listen, I'm gonna cut your throat, old man. Where is Francis Felric?
Look at me in the eyes, George. Look at me in the eyes.
He looks at you in the eyes and attempts a perception check. He drops the dagger.
I'll like show him my branding. Sit down, George. We can talk this over.
He pushes Jonas off the chair.
What?
No. You stand up. You don't deserve to sit in that chair. Sit in that.
It just told me to sit. There's 2 chairs in here.
Sit in that one.
There's 2 chairs.
Sit in that one.
What chair are you pointing
That
to?
one.
There's only 2 chairs.
I'm gonna point towards the one that I was recently sitting in.
Oh, I didn't know you stood up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He picked me up and hit me against the wall.
Okay, but I thought it'd be like...
No.
Yeah, he sits in it.
Ask away.
Where have you been?
Out.
No. We're not doing this, Francis. You're gonna talk to me.
We are doing this.
I'm your older brother. I will break every goddamn bone in your fragile old man body, and I will take you back to father screaming. Where have you been?
The best answer is out. I could not tell you where I have been because I don't know where I have been.
How did you get like this?
Magic. Don't worry about it.
No, I will worry about it.
What is the problem, George?
The problem is the whole family's been looking for you. Father's not the same since you left. He's become a little bit more brash. He's making decisions. He's making deals that he shouldn't be making.
That's what an old brain does to the man. He's 70. He's old.
He misses his son.
His son that he locked away in a room and
I can make it better, Francis, but I have to get back into the family. And my way in is finding you.
Your way out was you didn't understand what we were doing. We were everything. You were nothing to him, though. And you still want his approval? I was everything to him, and
And you ran away!
Done.
You gave it away!
And you did too. Dolly is the one that has the best out of it. She was married out. Haven't even heard of her for years. I have had a way out. You have a way out.
You don't understand. He's doing... It doesn't matter anymore. I don't need to be a Felric. I don't need you or your approval. It was an easy in. But I don't need it. I've made a deal.
Then why are you doing it?
Because it's a lot easier to chop the head off the serpent.
Would it hurt Jormungandr or father?
Doesn't matter anymore, Francis.
No, it does.
I think you were just found, don't you?
Do you want to help?
I think you were found.
Do you know what
I think you were found drowned in the wharf. And he attempts to grapple you.
No.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
I think it's back to us.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
Hold up.
It's a very special Thanksgiving episode. The family comes together.
he's gonna grapple you, sir. He didn't roll very well, so
What is this?
grapple.
Athletics.
Perfect.
If you're on the receiving end, it can be acrobatics.
Yeah, true.
So it's acrobatics or athletics? I'll have that be acrobatics. 13.
Yeah, he doesn't grab you, so you guys begin to tussle. Back outside the thing.
I look through the body for a key or anything on the guy that we knocked out.
Yeah, sure.
15.
Yeah, you find a key.
Anything else? Just key.
It's pretty fast. Do you want to take the time to look for a lot more? You said you were looking for a key. You found a key.
Yeah, like what else is in his pouch?
I mean, he's got like a little bit of gold. He's got another dagger. He has some letters.
I take the key and the gold.
Don't take his
I don't care about
gold.
the letter.
He's gonna need that beer tonight.
I don't,
when he goes to the tavern.
I don't care.
Okay, take it.
Okay. Well, let's go. And I would.
As you two are like, we're still like,
Oh wait, is this guy like right next to us?
No, he
No,
might
no,
have.
no,
you guys have your guy and we have our
Wait, you
guy.
guys are. I think you guys
can
are like
still-
right by the door.
They are. They can
Yeah.
save.
So
Can we
right
see
outside.
them struggling with this other person?
there's three of them
got it.
fighting one guard.
We got it.
Yeah, he's yelling.
Yeah, I would open the door at this point because they didn't do their thing quietly.
Yeah.
All right, you open the door and you see an older gentleman fighting this old man, trying to grab him.
Well, he's only 27.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
I immediately draw my
leave the
bow.
old
Get
man
out!
alone.
Get out! This is for us.
It should go.
Get out.
My bow is drawn. Sorry.
George, sit.
Do I see the dead, rotted body on
Oh,
the
yeah.
floor? No.
I said get out.
No,
All right,
no,
you're yelling,
no.
"Get out!" She drew her bow. You don't. You just say like, "Sit down, sit down, sit down." He's gonna attempt to. Okay, so he looks at the situation. I'm gonna do a will save to see how brave he is. He's not brave enough. He jumps into the canal.
I'll jump after him.
Okay, you can jump after him.
What
They're
the
swim-
shit
they're
is going
swimming in the
on?
canal. Back to you guys fighting your one guy. He is gonna swing at you, sir. His dagger.
I
Ooh,
will.
20.
Oh yeah.
I would have dropped my coat and stuff before jumping in after him.
5 damage
Okay.
with a dagger.
That's okay. Do I see 2 splashes into the canal?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're 100 feet away, but you're gonna hear people splashing into the canal.
I'm going to not even disengage. I'm going
He's
to.
gonna attack you again.
I'm gonna double my movement to get to that.
Does this guard
He
have...
falls down. after, like, you go to swing and he swings and falls.
Take care of him, boys. I'm gonna go after whoever the hell jumped in the water.
Okay.
Now's my chance.
You said he's on the ground?
He's prone.
Get him, boys.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna use that advantage. So my best is 15.
That'll hit.
All right, with bopping him on the head with the dagger.
Oh, that Baldur's Gate's coming in handy.
Just for 4 points of non-lethal.
He's still up.
My God.
Still!
Very red.
Help us, Rue.
18 plus however much I do now, only 4. It's such a change from a level 17 monk.
Yeah. Yes,
So
it
yeah,
is.
so
Yes, it is.
But good news is I still can't hit anything. It's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. What does this weapon do? All right, non-lethal damage, and this
At
is
this
a-
point,
how you
we're just
mark
taking
them
the
out
blunt
in a
end of all of our weapons.
three
like,
of us
beating
are-
them, like,
He's gonna.
All right.
He's gonna need to
Thir-
train, guys.
13 points of non-lethal.
Oh, there we go.
He's out. He would be dead
There.
if he was. Lethal.
Just
You just start like curb stomping them.
We did ours directly by the plan. We snuck up on
Yes,
him without
you
him
were-
making a sound.
Then
They're
just-
all unconscious. This guy is in the river. He's in the river. You run toward the canal. The ladies.
I stopped mid swim.
So there's a canal. Like they like just jumped like through.
What the shit is happening?
The canal
Yeah, it looks
runs
like they're
into the-
swimming underneath the door.
Yeah.
Let's go! And I'll scream at them.
What was in the room?
My jacket's
I want to
on
go
the ground.
looking in to see what was
See
in
the
there.
barrels.
And
The barrels and the dead
They're all
body.
sealed. And the dead body. A
do you wanna
decrepit corpse.
Should we look and see what's in the barrel?
They just jumped into the canal, and some young man was trying to beat Normandy.
All right, but should we look in the barrel?
I don't know. Last time
the barrels aren't
everyone
going anywhere.
said-
We can come back for it.
All right. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
We all jumped.
Helena, were you doing anything?
I'm not.
Are we
jumping.
Yeah,
gonna-
they've lost some time on.
Yeah, she's just in complete and utter shock at what, like, she's
Where does-
just, what the
does
shit?
Where's this canal go?
Okay, perfect.
I just, yeah, she
So the
would.
canal is just leading out of the grain. So if he gets into the open ocean, though, then yeah, he'll be in the open ocean. I guess swim challenge.
What is this?
It's an athletics. Sir.
Bold 70-year-old man.
Oh, he swims real good.
I don't. Athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, so you don't make any. You're just kind of treading water, and he goes underneath the door. He's swimming.
Your arms get tangled up in your beard as you
Yeah,
try
he
to.
goes, oh, what do I do? I'm a wizard. So he starts making some distance. You're running toward him. Go ahead.
So as I get
You're
like,
100 feet away, and he's running. So you're gonna run. So
double my distance. So I'm hoping that like as I get to the edge to jump into the water, I see him coming from like underneath the door.
No, he's making more. He's making more move. It's gonna take you at least half a round to get to him.
Well, I doubled my movement last. I was able to move
60.
60. So I got 30. So I would double
Dash.
dash again.
Yep.
To get
I'll say you'll reach him, but like you have to jump in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you jump in. You're near him. The rest of the group kind of had that talking moment. We're like, we gotta leave the barrels. We'll go back to him. He's gonna. Swim check.
It's all me. Oh. Hey. We said athletics, correct? 23.
Okay, perfect. So, he is. So you're swimming next to each other. Like he goes 60 feet. So now it's your turn. He's 60 feet in front of you. Oh, he has to move half, so 30 feet.
30 feet.
Swimming.
But if I take the dash action, I'm just gonna keep
Gonna keep getting to him.
get him.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him.
Swimming DC is not very high.
How's a nat 1?
You lose some momentum. Okay, back to you guys.
All right.
He's starting to get away from everybody.
I'm running after him, and now that I kind of get an idea of what's going on, I just yell out, "Stop!" and I cast command.
Oh,
That was
Gets,
smart.
Wisdom save.
I'm just gonna
the
use my
DC.
bow.
No, he fails it.
I was gonna say that was coming next.
Freezes. You get him.
Okay.
So as you yell this out, though, there's kind of like a stop, kind of like reverberates against the granary. He can't swim, so he starts to sink.
Is this body missing the fingers?
Yes.
See, this is the guy that Normandy has his fingers.
I will always bring my library books home, back to the library.
Can I collect myself and
Yeah, go ahead.
continue to swim?
Swim, sir.
Say,
So many rolls, guys.
Yeah.
can I just
Okay.
like
Chase.
14.
You'll swim toward him.
Can I too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna be hard to get to him though. You're pretty far
Nope.
behind. Okay,
6.
sounds good. Does he get his will save beginning or end of turn?
Let's see. It only lasts for a round.
Oh.
You've reached him. You said stop. He's gonna try to swim away again. He will start swimming away. Here we go, sir.
Oh, I'm gonna get him on this
He's
one.
getting close to the
gotta
the
do it.
ocean.
Oh, 22.
So you swim better than he does. You're up to him again. What's going on?
I'm still chasing after. I'm pretty far away.
Okay.
I just keep.
Do it again.
He's gonna attempt to swim. You wanna try to stop him? Let's go ahead and
I
do
would like. Can I?
athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
Okay, he's in athletics. It is totally cocked. I'll just show you what it is.
3.
Okay. So you grab him.
All right. So I'm behind him. I'm gonna go like over one shoulder, across the body, pull him up to the surface.
Okay. He is on the surface. By this time, I would say you probably get to him. Anybody who's running after you don't make any progress. Swimming was a bad choice.
I'm just shredding. I was like, what's happening, guys?
In your old age, you.
Once they get close enough to the shore, I'm gonna grab him by the collar and drag him up and just kind of hold him against the ground.
Okay, so he's coughing water up. He's swimming way too fast. Who are you people?
What's in the barrels, mate?
I'm still in the room.
I'm still in the room.
Searching.
Didn't
the
go
whole
running
room.
out.
Can I try to like climb
No,
up?
I'm searching through all this guy's stuff. See what's he doing.
A little prize. A little surprise for Gavra. A changing of the guard.
Would I be up now seeing this?
Yep.
George, shut up.
Oh, I see. I see your little friend there's not who he says he is.
Oh, shut up, George. Father never liked you anyways. Get up. Pick him up, throw him in the room. I can talk to him. We'll tie him up, though.
We see how well that went last.
Last time he wasn't tied up in a chair, and this time I lost my nerve because these two came in and didn't let me speak to
we're not
him.
here.
We're in the room.
Oh, I'm
still.
pointing towards them. I want to talk to him.
You were
I think the king and queen might want to talk to him. Do you hear what he said?
King and Queen wouldn't care. He's nobody. Nothing.
Changing
Really?
the guard. I think we found what we were looking for.
No, it didn't.
I'm gonna pick him up and just manhandle him, and we're gonna go back to. I'm gonna start walking him back towards the warehouse.
He's gonna do one more trying to get away from you.
Okay.
Still not broken, so.
All right. 10. Normandy. Enough secrets. We're
Enough
talking
secrets.
together.
I want Whisper in the room.
I'm going to ignore him and take him back,
Take him right into the room.
and we'll tie him up.
You tie him up.
While they were gone, can we search the room for like letters, notes, glints, anything besides the barrels that he would have been hiding here?
He wasn't hiding anything in here but the barrels.
And we had opened up the barrels.
Oh, it's probably full of black glints.
Should we open it just to be sure? At least open up one to just make sure that this is what it is.
You definitely have seen these types of barrels
Yeah.
before.
And we now we've got
Yeah,
him.
they are.
And remember last time somebody opened it up and got dust in their face.
That's right.
Yeah.
But now we have Merrick.
So he's up against a chair. You're kind of taking point on this, so what do you say?
Bjorn, please let me talk to him. Bjorn, I know. I'm keeping secrets.
I
We've
have
all...
nothing to say to my brother.
Shut up, George.
So you're not keeping anything from us, huh?
I said I'm keeping things from you.
You sit down too.
No. Get out. This is between family matters.
I'm gonna ignore him.
Maybe it's his
Bjorn.
brother.
Who is he?
Francis Felric of the Felrics. I don't know how he got looking like that.
Magic. I told you, George.
Probably got messed up in something he wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways,
He
you
was
obviously
counseling himself.
are in over your head. I am the eldest brother of one of the richest families in all of Gavra. Let me go. Perhaps we could work something out.
He's a
Now,
fellow.
I
Can we
thought
have a ship?
I thought I overheard something about you don't need anybody anymore. So it doesn't sound like you're much of a Felric either.
He's not.
Excuse me. Can he give us a ship?
No.
No?
Yeah, you're
Too much
pretty
fighting
fine.
and stuff?
Yeah, and the
Okay.
door was shut. Sorry.
Oh, did you shut the door?
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was open.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, money doesn't interest me too much. What interests me...
About.
A ship.
He can't give.
Ladies are so one-focused.
These barrels. Why do you have them?
To changing of the guard.
Oh my god.
To invite the darkness? Here, the one safe place?
Honestly, is it that safe?
Safer than what that offers.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter who I am. I'm nobody.
Well-
What matters is who you are and why you're doing this.
I'm George Felric.
That's my
Normandy or whatever your name is. So you don't know about all this, right?
The barrels? I don't care about the barrels right now.
When did your family start doing this?
What?
This.
The barrels?
The barrels.
I've got no idea. I know about the glints. Do you know about the glints, George, or were you just the barrel guy? You knew about the glints.
I'm not saying nothing.
You knew about the glints.
Well, you can either say
Glister.
something,
Sorry,
or
Glister.
we can
The
lock you in
Glister.
this room and bust open one of those barrels so we know for sure.
I don't
Do you do that?
think we
Do you have a choice?
What do you want to know?
You don't have it in you to do all of this by yourself. Who are you working with?
I think it's right on the crest, love.
Jormungandr. I'm gonna spit at his. I'm gonna spit on him.
Why would your family bring this here? To take power?
You're not seeing the full picture. I don't think you're smart enough to.
Try me.
You know what? Let's just see how it all plays out.
Normandy, is your family in the glister or the dark glint business?
The Felrics are Glister. More, well, that's their down low. We are mostly they are mostly the glints. But
Dark
corrupt.
glints?
No, good glints. I would have said dark glints. George here, though, decided he wanted to be kicked out of the family because he's too good for us, or was too good for them. Father didn't like him too much. I was born, he was out. We were, however, brothers.
So
George,
why
I
are
looked up
you
to
an ancient man?
Magic, I have said this.
But I would like to know more about that.
Magic! I'll get to that later. Right now we are with George. George!
Wait.
Where is everybody?
I think we're
All
in
in the room now.
I'd be standing directly next to George, tied up in the chair.
So, as you're all sitting in the room, all of a sudden you hear looks like a torch, as one of the people that was unconscious has crawled his way
Which
to the
one?
door. The one closest to the door.
coming towards us or to the door out.
To the door out.
I'm gonna, I have nothing that
Go
can
get
do.
He's like on his way out of the building.
Like he's
Yeah,
crawling his way to
Oh,
the
I
door.
would have. Yeah, once he starts moving, I would have gone after him.
Go ahead.
Normandy, if your family is that great, and
I never
you,
said that great.
hang on, and you talk down about your brother being too good for the family and going off to do his own thing, why didn't you go back to your family?
Because I don't like my family.
It sounds
They're
like his
scum.
family.
So
are
why
true
is it
lords.
different for your brother?
Because my brother was too good. Well, he was too good in the fact that. How do I put this? He lacked the intelligence to understand the prosperity that we were given as children. He believed that he wanted more. I found out later in life from learning and being my father's prodigy. I hate that so much. But I learned the glint or the glister. He learned the glister at some point. I don't know why they told him. Maybe it was a secret that somebody else told him. He was kicked out by my father. He's not too good for anything. Father's direct words to him were, "You're scum."
You reach the guy. He's attempting to throw the torch out into the outside the door.
I'll try and stomp on his arm.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So what am I? What
Just
do I do?
attacking him.
All right. 12.
Yeah, you do. He drops the torch. It goes back unconscious.
I go to Normandy. I step away from George. I walk up to Normandy. I put my hand on his shoulder. And I say, "Thank you."
For what?
Honesty. And I give you a slight hug, and I walk out.
Perfect.
What is happening?
I think we need to bring this bloke with us to the castle.
I believe Normandy earned his right for a moment of privacy.
He's never done anything to us, and to be honest, I think we all have some secrets.
Right, but how are we going to prove?
I'm an open book.
But at that, I walk out.
We can ask him afterwards in an environment of.
I just don't care.
But here's
Bye.
the thing.
I'll walk out.
If he's saying, "Oh, the Felricks will find you," blah blah blah, like you obviously know. So, are you gonna take care of that problem?
Him?
Yeah.
Felix don't care about him anymore. He's a disgrace. Aren't you, George?
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Who else is named George?
What? I'm sorry. What?
Oh my God. He's done.
Are we good at not being hunted?
They won't believe him. They have no reason to. He has no proof.
Okay,
He
you
has
do what you
nothing.
gotta do then.
I think he's the key to showing that there's a plot to get in the changing of the guard.
Honestly, I have to agree with you.
Well,
I
I think
think
we
we
should
need him.
probably.
And whatever
bring-
this is, this domestic that's going on, honestly, I'm getting a little sick of it.
and he won't make us sick if we open him.
I'm sorry that you both have daddy issues and brother issues and whatever, but we all got them, trust me. Some of us don't know our father.
did.
Yeah, see?
I never knew my father.
We should probably, yeah. If you
If
want
he
to
needs
get
to
on their
talk to his
good
brother, let's
side.
just let him talk to his brother and let's be done with it, alright?
All right,
Honestly.
all right.
Honestly.
He better be alive when he's done.
He will be.
Well,
Maybe.
these barrels aren't going anywhere.
Okay, so you head on in. The door shuts, you give him his privacy, and intermission.
Stupid George.
A late intermission, but we'll come back and play for another hour. So.
All right.
Hot dog.
All right, guys. Welcome back, everybody.
Sure.
We are going to jump right back into the action. But before we do, if you are watching, please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and check us out on Twitch. It helps us out a lot and helps us continue to make great content so that more and more people can see it. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump back in. During our intermission, we did talk, and Normandy Borthal would like Whisper to also be in the room with George Felrick. Let's see what unravels. In the distance, you do hear the slow guitar of Ernan through the walls. What do you want?
I want to talk to my brother.
I would like to talk to mine too, but all you do is give me one-word quips.
All you do is leave.
Like this.
Like that?
Like this.
This.
I'm done.
I am too.
Just throw me in the river.
No, we're not going to kill you. We need you. So, why are you doing this all again?
I'm tired of being... as you said, I'm tired of needing Daddy's approval. So I decided to pave my own way, and I found a way to do it. With people who respect me.
Respect or fear?
Either's fine by me.
Yes, of course. You work for Jormungandr now?
Jormungandr
Jormungandr, sorry.
and the people who run Jormungandr.
Felpa?
I'm not sure.
They haven't even told you?
No.
Who do you talk to here in the city?
I've got contacts.
Right. Like who?
I can't tell you that.
Come on, George.
I can't.
George, please.
I can't.
Do you not know?
I'm not 100% sure, and even if I did, I couldn't tell you. They'd surely kill me.
Could you get a meeting with us? Could you get us a meeting with them?
I don't know.
How do you usually contact them?
Carrier pigeon.
We eat the pigeons we see. This place is disgusting, George.
Look, there are things moving that I'm not even sure you can stop. Not now. Runs too deep. It's pervasive. Every level. Things have been moving this way for years. It's a reckoning. Do you think people on the mainland forgot what Gavra did?
No, why would they?
So, do you know how they're getting us here from the mainland?
I'm not sure. I've heard it's been coming from the Shattered Isles.
And how do they? Where does it get? How does it get here?
I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's pretty recent that they found the black glints. Something's changed.
Have you seen firsthand what the glints can do?
I've heard it's the plague.
It's not.
That's what I was told.
It can't be. The plague doesn't turn horses into beasts.
I think it's worse.
Yes.
Plague.
Nothing's worse than the plague.
That's what I thought.
This
They
could-
said it's a plague.
I don't believe it could be. Tell me what you remember of Father telling us what he saw the plague do to people.
Father said he was a young boy. He saw a rot kind of take him from the inside out. Before they start oozing black, skin necroded, until they started spreading it around like the light had been sucked right out of them.
That's similar, but that's
Sounds
not
about
on
right.
point. Well, we've seen what these glints do firsthand. We saw what we believe to have been a horse mangled into a flesh-eating beast that tried to kill us.
Have you seen it?
We killed it.
So these aren't just in Gavra.
Not anymore.
What are
Isn't
they
that part
playing?
of the plan?
It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be precise. It's supposed to take over places in the city.
Just the city.
It's supposed to cause pandemonium, have an uprising, you know. The people are poor or they're scared, they're more likely to be manipulated. And who's going to come to the rescue but Jormungandr and maybe Velpa? There go the Felricks. There goes Cassiandros.
Where else are these barrels?
There's a few on the storehouse on the west side of the city. I thought that those were the only ones I've stolen, but maybe I'm just a piece of the puzzle. I didn't have anything to do with the other night. I don't know what that was. Doesn't seem like anybody knows.
Where were you when that hit?
I was otherwise engaged.
You didn't see a single thing what they did? What happened?
I wasn't there.
Or were
Listen, this is all about a redemption story for me. I didn't really care who got hurt, but you don't understand what it's like being the eldest and then being cast aside and having one of your shit brothers always telling you you're useless. I was gonna come back and be something. Finding you was the answer.
A murderer? killer?
I'm a Felric.
Right,
That's a
Norman,
good point.
this is your play, Normandy. I feel like this is all bad news, and this is exactly what we were hoping to find.
Oh, yes.
Listen, you could take me over to the castle. I heard you talking about it. But I also heard you need a ship.
We do.
Well, maybe we can help one another.
Do you have a galleon?
I have a ship. Or rather, I've got information about a ship. Something special, something it's been working on for a while. Something Velpa has got under its hat.
We're listening.
It's called a Maelstrom ship. Supposed to be able to go through the vortex.
Has this been tested or is it prototype?
They've been working on it for a long time.
How do you know about it?
Because I have connections in Jormungandr and Velpa. And when shit hits the fan, we don't want to be anywhere near the city.
Can I do an insight?
Sure.
That's a 15.
So he's probably telling the truth, but he also might be saying anything to just...
Right.
He doesn't want to go to the castle.
All right, George. I think you piqued my interest because it happens that, yeah, we really need a ship. And a ship that would go through the vortex would fit the bill. What can you tell us about this? Where is it? How do we get it?
Well, it's not going to be easy. You're going to need to go all the way to the Galwin Harbor, far to the south. You're going to need to know certain people to get you in. And once you get it, you're going to be chased by most of the vessels. But ideally, if it's made right, you should be able to make way. It's a long trek, though. And you're going to need to be in the know.
Good thing we have you.
That's what I'm saying. You scratch my back, I scratch your back.
I would like to... He's tied up, right? You tied this up? You step outside. And you guys are all here?
Outside the door.
Yeah. Or what you want to tell him?
You can tell them.
So, this bloke really doesn't want to go to the castle. I can't say I blame him. And he says he's got a line on a ship that could get us to the mainland.
Isn't that what we were asking for the whole time?
You're welcome.
Right.
But so are the choices to go to the castle with people who I honestly feel like might kill us because we know information, or work with the person trying to bring the plague back to the city?
At this point, I don't see any other option. Like, we need a ship. He has a ship.
Does
Wait.
he have?
He has a story about.
I love the utter distrust of the Gavra government that no one's had any encounters with. But there's just like no trust.
That's what happens when a bunch of millennials get together.
Yeah, a bunch of millennials get together.
Screw the establishment.
So my distrust though is coming from my character's home, where if you fucked with the government,
Hey, you guys are all playing your characters.
Right,
I just
and
had
mine
like,
is that I'm-
finally just be like, guys,
and yeah, yours too.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know why we can't do both. We can, for those of you who don't want to go to the castle, and I understand some of you don't, you can stay back behind with George, and then the rest of us can go to the castle, and we can still tell them what we know. We can say, hey, we know of these warehouses where they have this black lint that we believe causes the plague or some variation of it, and then we'll be in good with the government as well.
Do you think the people creating the black glints who are gonna let us use their ship would maybe not be happy about that?
Well, I don't think they're
May
going to let
I-
us use their
May
ship.
I interject, please? Normandy,
Yes.
what is it that your brother wants more than anything?
A name for himself, other than just a Felric that was
Honestly, I
disowned.
think it's love.
You were about to say something.
He wants a name for himself other than just being the ferret that was disowned.
Redemption.
It's kind of like
What are you
Coming-
driving
I point inside the storeroom. There is enough black glints in that room to wipe out this entire city.
And there's more.
If George wants to be the man that he says and make a name for himself, his opportunity has to lie with the government. If he comes clean, outs two of the largest trading companies as traitors, that might start a war, that might start something, but if we make a deal with George to leave with the ship, and those companies stay in possession of the Black Glints, we are condemning potentially this entire city. The blood of those people would be on our hands because we could do something to stop it. George can do something to stop it. And if he is truthful and honest, not only can he spite his family that he has much disdain for, but he can redeem his actions.
Okay, I'm an outsider, but I feel like George is kind of a pussy. And I also just don't really believe he has a ton of power. So is he actually gonna get us a ship? And would he actually betray like the people that you guys said? Who really runs stuff? It's the trading companies. They're behind everything. Like they could be working with the government. Like we just don't know.
They are working with the government.
You said Velpa
Calm down
has
here,
ends with
Mattel.
Cassiandra.
I understand what you're saying, but based on the information that George has given us, those trading companies that do business with the government want to topple the government. And maybe they don't understand how powerful these glints are. Maybe they do just want to topple Cassandra? No,
Cassiandra.
The Marquis.
Cassandra? But they don't understand that they will wipe out this entire city.
I'm not convinced that everyone will get sick from those barrels. Because we didn't. I also just want to get Helena her light. So this seems like a lot. And I just feel like going and openly telling all of these people in power all the information we know freaks me out a little bit.
I want to save my niece. And to do that, I have to get to the mainland as well. We all have things.
What's
that
wrong
we
with your
need
niece?
This is about your niece.
My niece.
Now who's keeping secret?
My niece is sick. There is only one way that I could potentially save her, by getting some items from my home village. That's why I'm going to the mainland. I need to get to the mainland as well. But I cannot in good conscience condemn this city.
One way or the other, the government needs to know about this glint because
Well-
they're the only ones who are powerful enough and have the resources to get rid of it. If they don't know about it, this glint will get out to the populace and everybody's dead.
Well, now, the glints already have Jormungandr's sigil on them. Or symbol? Sigil?
Sigil.
Sigil on them.
Glimp.
They're already going to get messed up. That's it. Jormungandr works with Velpa.
Who are these people?
They're trading companies.
Very
So-
large and very
It's
powerful.
like a conglomerate of very powerful people that have turned into an organization that basically carries a vote as though they were a person in the parliament.
Yeah.
So I was in there and I heard George, and I don't think he's interested in playing the hero. I think he wants to bring the government down. I don't think his redemption arc ain't about saving people.
But honestly, though, if he wants to play the villain, we could take the spot of the hero.
Right.
I think we leave it up to George, where he only has the option to be the hero, or he goes down as the villain. I don't wish to condemn your brother. I know how important family is, whether you like him or not.
We could also spin it a little bit. Maybe George found all of this.
If
And also, if George becomes involved directly with the government and all of this, then our access to that ship is most likely gone.
We'll find another ship.
No, we won't.
said
We
it-
have a
So,
ship
can
possibility
we-
right here in front of us.
So, like, do we know more about the ship?
He said that it's been worked on to get us past the vortex.
Do I know just history check, Vortex?
Sure.
10.
Long ago, the sea swallowed itself, spinning with the ire of the gods down into the darkest depths.
that's a good 10.
Long ago, the sea.
So just a point of order, the vortex is specifically referring to this big whirlpool that's
Yeah.
in,
So-
and not about the storm that surrounds everything.
It is not. So that is called the maligned maelstrom. The vortex is a storm that lies next to the Black Reef, and it bars entry to the Galdama break wall. So there is and I know that sounds confusing. There's a break wall that was built in Gavra. It's not called the break wall. It's just a wall that they were building. The break wall is actually a land-made land-made edifice that separates the internal Gulf of Tyve. It's what most believe is the vented Gulf and would be the easiest way onto the mainland. But it's
But now there's a 30-mile wide whirlpool.
So that's important information to know.
Yes, it's not just any boat.
And how far? You said that it was a fair
would-
trip
Wait,
to get to it.
why?
Does he
So
have
Baldwin
the
Harbor?
boat?
We're looking at like at least a week on a boat.
Does he have the
To
boat?
get to the
We have to go get
Hold
it.
on.
It's about a week away.
There's no reason why we couldn't go to the castle, speak with the leaders, and say, the company has this boat. Let us commandeer it.
Or they take it for themselves.
Yeah, if they know that this boat is powerful enough to go
Get
through the
to the
vortex,
mainland to where
they're not
they
going to just let a group of people they don't know just take
They
it.
might also just sink it.
Yeah.
And then I think that those trading companies will come after
Us.
all of
Then we ask for another ship.
No.
You want to get to the mainland? Helena, do you want to find your light?
Yeah, and I can do so by taking this ship right now.
And wipe out this entire city.
That's
Yawn.
their problem.
What if we left? What? Whoa, that got dark. What if we wrote a letter? What if we sent word?
I'm gonna write a very heavily worded
an
letter.
all sternly written worded letter. I'm just saying we let the authorities know about what we found.
Now, Whisper, Graham always said if you're going to write a letter, you have to sign it with your name.
These
Never said.
the
She wouldn't have said that at all.
the ship and going to the government can be mutually exclusive things. Going to the government and letting them know about the blank glint and what we know about the attack doesn't have anything to do with the ship. And we can after this we can
Just
go to the
I think that we don't want to let, like, George and these companies know. Like, if we want to tell the people about the glints, I think it should be, like, on the DL.
Yes.
I believe with as deadly of information that we have, we could probably keep it on the DL.
Like, maybe we send someone else to tell them.
I just don't.
Like an adorable bat.
Oh, no, this bat can't talk.
or that letter that Helena wants to write. so
Maybe
bad.
a smart,
like-
maybe smart.
A letter makes a letter does make great sense. I mean, we keep everything here exactly the same. We make sure these guards don't get out, because if they do, we don't kill them. But if they don't get out, they can't tell anyone. We tell the castle of what happens. They come
Wait.
here. What?
How? If they can't get out, how are we gonna keep them alive?
We can just tie them up.
Yeah, what
Isn't
do you mean?
that
It's
their
not
problem,
like
too?
we're going to keep them here for weeks.
No, I don't care about it. I'm just wondering
George,
what your plan
We
of
just send them a
action is
letter.
here.
George,
What?
I just
how long do you think
that
it would take
maybe-
you to get out of that rope?
I think that
I don't know. You're just gonna leave me in here.
We don't leave him
I-
here.
I'll be
I-
fine.
I honestly think
Couple
that
hours.
we go to these trading companies and pretend that we want to help them
We don't.
with their government overhaul,
George and the
not
guards.
wanting to, and then we do inform Gavra about these glints, and if they choose not to do anything about it, like their job is to
Honestly,
take
I
care
don't
of
care
these
what we
people.
do as long as we do something.
George and the guards will be gone if we tie them up here.
We can keep him with us. We get the guards, we lock them in here, we tie them up.
How about
Now,
this? How about
If
this?
they
How about
escape-
we all just say, everybody, you've all had good ideas. Now let's let go of our egos and see which one we most align with and do it.
I'm adding everything. We keep the
Like
guards
you're
here.
you're pretty, I'm pretty, we're all pretty.
We keep the Felric guards here. Felric's in trouble. Jormungandr is going to be in trouble with the seals here. We also tell them of the storehouse in the West Side. That gets messed up. Who knows? Maybe there's a Velpa sigil on it. We keep them in here. We try to get the letter to the castle as soon as possible. Boom! We're done here. We are already leaving
And then
for
the
the boat.
letter gets lost in the mail and everything burns.
That's why we send the stupid bat.
We send 2 letters? 3, maybe express mail it.
I think you're all overestimating the intelligence of Nana.
We just have it fly to it. We write the letter, we tie it on its leg, we have it give it to
Nana
it.
just nuzzles
Have
up
you
against
have you seen it? It doesn't. It's not
I
gonna take
have.
direction.
Everything can be trained, though. It's not a pigeon.
We don't have time to do that. Also, I will kill everyone in this city before I kill this cat.
All right.
Honestly, if we just leave the barrels, that's going to happen on its own, as you pointed out. And I would tell you, Bjorn, honestly, sometimes when you get up on your high horse, I think to myself, he's going to fall off and break his neck. But this time you actually warmed up my little black heart. So, well done. Now, moving on, what are we to do?
All right, I think we keep George a secret. We keep the boat a secret. But Bjorn, if you're set on telling the authorities what's going on, let's just do it. But I
Honestly,
don't-
let's get it over with, because
I-
I like staying in the shadows, not coming out in the light.
and,
I propose that we keep George with us. We go to the castle, tell them about the attack of what we know, and about these storehouses.
Right.
Then we leave. Then we take George's offer to sneak in and steal the ship.
I
Did
agree.
he offer to steal the ship or to work with the company to give us?
He does
the
not
ship?
have the authority to get the ship. He, to my understanding, he offered a way for us to sneak in. He has enough power to allow us to get close enough for the opportunity to steal the ship away from the people
To
who have
steal
it.
it,
Right,
not
we have
for
to
them to
take it.
give it to
Correct.
us. I gotcha.
All right, how about this? I'll take Mr. George back to the Blooming Lotus. You all go to the castle and you deal with what you got to deal with.
I am not gonna go to the
I'm not
castle.
gonna go to the castle either.
But
Whoever
you
doesn't
guys
want to go to the
can.
castle can stay at the, at the Blooming Lotus.
And split the party.
It's actually might be wise that you two don't come to the castle.
What about him?
He can put on all
I've got
that makeup.
the makeup.
Not my rouge!
If we're going to be dealing with people who have knowledge that was once forgotten, they might be interested in something like him.
Oh, yeah, the Arcanium.
In worst case scenario,
Yeah,
I can just
Kanan.
pass myself off as recast. And
That's true. I didn't really
Yeah,
think about that.
that's
honestly.
And if
When I
they're
met you,
if
I
they're
was
looking
like,
for
super
some,
that.
if the people in the castle are looking for some sort of, I wouldn't say authority, but my armor looks very nice. It looks very high end.
Honestly, it does. It's really nice. And you have those glints you just kind of show around.
Where-
You're like, look,
where's-
I'm fancy.
Awesome.
Where's all the secret knowledge? Because that sounds more fun.
Well, the Arcanum in the castle. You sure you don't want to come?
You could go to Arcanum. Otherwise, it's going to be ladies and Ernan, and I've lived that before. We'll have a nice
Well,
time, ladies. We'll talk.
If
We talk about
I
each other's
don't-
feelings.
I don't want no. We don't want to go talk to the people who are in charge of the castle.
All right.
But I don't mind
Honestly,
sneaking
honestly,
into the
I'm thinking
knowledge.
that the two of you just want to be difficult to be difficult, like at this point. Like, well, let's kill the whole city. Let's not. Let's kill the city from a bat. Like,
We'll
I'm
go.
not for killing the whole city. I'm just saying if that's what happens, that's what happens.
Why don't you tell old Ernan about it? Come on, take you right back to Lotus Spreado. I'll get you some tea. Honestly, I've got some credit now. I can put it on the tab.
I don't really want to be associated with him at that place.
I cleared my debt.
If we go to the castle, do you just want to go to the knowledge
I want to
thing?
go to the Arcanian.
And we'll just sneak in there and they can talk to the people.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to be completely honest. If you leave me alone with George, I might go with him to take the ship by myself.
No, I'm going to take George with me, and we'll keep him tied up, see?
So I should probably, you know.
I think we should ask George.
What?
Why? They already,
Yes,
decided
well,
they agreed with
what
you.
would
You
you-
want more?
Whether or not we take him to the Gilded Lotus, Pink Blooming Petals.
Why wouldn't we?
Didn't you say you were taking? Or if he wants to come clean to the government, he might.
No.
If
one
he comes
can't-
clean to the government, we've lost
lose the
our
boat.
access to the boat.
And we need the boat to get to your island for your sick niece.
Unless we ask the government for a boat.
Correct. Which we're
Well-
giving them. We're saving
Is that
the
on the
city.
table? Does that have an idea?
But if we ask the government
I
for the
thought I
boat,
rubbed
did.
Well, but why?
Well, it's the government. Go give
I
us-
mean, why don't? When you're there, you might as well ask them. And if we don't have to steal a boat, we don't have to steal
First-
a
And
boat.
does the government have a special boat that'll shoot through the vortex?
yeah.
I'm just
The
going to
Maelstradamus.
And either way,
That's
if we do get a boat from them, we can
Why
ride
don't
that.
we just take the Maelstradamus?
I'm just going to say, where I come from, the people in charge would not just willy-nilly hand out a boat to random people. They are for their own.
We're not where you're from, and we're not where I'm from, or her, or him.
We
Whisper,
are
you
where
think
we're
they'll just
from.
give you
though.
a? You think they'll just give you the
It's
boat?
They
trying.
might.
Oh yeah, and you too. Yeah.
And I can't risk with might.
Then go find a boat.
I found one.
He's going with everybody else.
All right. So here's the plan. I'm gonna take him.
Alright.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on
take
to
him.
George. We're gonna keep him a
We're gonna
secret.
take George to the Blooming Pedal. Ladies, you coming with me?
No.
And in ladies.
No.
I'll play your favorite song. Look,
No.
I got it right here.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
All right,
Doesn't
we'll
have
go
to be a mopey trek back.
We'll go to the castle. We'll see if Gavra will give us a boat, and if they don't, then the Maelstradamus is
So
our second.
Aaron's going by himself with the fugitive.
We'll drop
George.
you off.
You're a
I don't think
fugitive.
they want one of their
it's
boats.
a long
This one goes through the
unicorn-
maelstrom.
It's a
They're
long
not gonna
circle.
get it.
I don't want just any regular
They're
boat.
not
We
gonna
already
get
wrecked one. I want the one that goes through the
They're
maelstrom.
not gonna get a boat.
All right, guys. I'm gonna start heading back.
Yes.
I'm gonna start. George, we're coming together. All right. I've got this sword. I will stick it to your fucking neck. So just walk with me.
All right.
And we're off.
So, go into the castle. It'll be new.
Go
We'll be fine.
castle and we're gonna find
torch.
a
Unfortunately,
boat.
as Ernan walks away, the music slowly dies
Aw.
with him. Sorry, he's been playing the guitar for a while. All right. Okay, so you guys are heading to the castle?
Yeah, looks that way. Oh
Okay.
man.
Oh, that goes against everything Whisper believes.
Yeah,
in.
this is
a tough
painful.
one.
I hate all of this. Meh.
You
I-
head
I-
toward
Bwah.
the castle of Gavra. Okay.
Bwah.
Okay, so you head toward the castle of Gavra. You have to trek through the destruction and the ruination of the city. As you reach the castle, it's, I wanted to say a big word, but I don't know if it's the right word. We'll say magnitude. Its magnitude is grand. So this castle, it's right on the peninsula. It is basically the entire peninsula of Gavra. The city has many different towers, parapets. It has portcullises, all with a kind of like a shining white. As you know, it connects to the main tower that is now since cracked and broken and has green little like runes crawling up its side, almost like it sent a shockwave. You saw it send a shockwave down into the ocean, almost as though it is some type of beacon, as though it woke something in the ocean. As you approach, the city seems to be on high alert, but you notice that there is a long line of people who saw things. As you approach, one of the guards looks very familiar to Whisper.
Is this, is he back?
Silas?
It is not Silas.
Milus.
Violus.
Guileless?
Basilisk.
Gorditos, Taco Supreme.
And it's a
Homage.
garden, but not from the,
Correct.
Shh.
not Olga Winesword.
It is Olga
Okay.
Winesword.
Oi, Olga. I thought you were in the reef. I thought you were working in the reef.
Well, Whisper, with all the commotion, they brought some of the guards out of the reef to man what's going on. What brings you here? You in trouble?
No. What?
Whisper,
No,
you can tell old Olga.
right, Olga. No more than usual.
Oh,
Say
your
that.
friends. Looks like you got a new posse.
Oh,
Where's that tall chap you're always with? The one with the mustache?
oh, you know, he's down with that the Blooming Pedal like he does sometimes. I know.
Trouble.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I was glad
You
you're
don't,
here.
you don't find yourself there very often, do you?
Only in the daylight hours.
All right, Whisper.
Now
You
look.
know what I always say? I told my son Taylor, gotta be the man you're meant to be.
Right. I believe that. I do. And it's actually why I'm here. I see all these blokes.
There's a long line of people.
Right.
I don't think many of these people saw anything, but 50 gold's a lot of money.
So Olga, we go back a long way, and I'm telling you, me and my mates here, we saw a lot, and we got important news to share.
You're not spinning me a tale, Whisper.
On me Graham's life.
Have you heard reports of a group of
All right.
7 or so people that were right in the middle of the thick of it fighting these things?
I haven't, but I'm not privy to that kind of knowledge. But there might be someone who knows inside. I'm gonna work a little magic, Whisper. But it's my name. Alright, hold on.
He walks up to one of the guards and whispers. The guy's like, chosen the line. He's like, come on now.
It's old Winesword. You gotta wait in the line like everybody else. You let all those other people do, and they obviously didn't know shit. Fine. Alright. I got you pass on through. They're gonna bring you all in.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, Whisper. You still dealing with those blokes? You know, the undercity dwellers? The guild.
You didn't hear it from me, but not anymore.
Alright, come on in. Now keep your hands where everyone can see them.
come on. They bring you through 2 large, beautifully decorated doors. They almost look like they have the facades carved in. They look to be the city, the lineage of Salendra Cassiandros, so the Cassiandros, the Marquis. As you walk into the castle, it has an almost otherworldly beauty to it. It's adorned with glints and crystal, white marble. It kind of has an air flowy, like silky quality to it as you walk into this beautifully majestic, open air castle. You see the line kind of leading up, and Olgo walks you through. He walks you up a large red staircase. This is just the foyer. The castle goes on and on and on. But as he leads you up, he leads you into a rather large room. Looks like a ballroom, one of the dining rooms. And a long table is in the center. And at the end of the table, you see a man with a piece of paper, and he's writing down notes. And he has a long handlebar mustache. He seems pretty well kept. His hair is all slicked back, and he stands up and he comes walking towards you, and he goes to shake each of your hands. Hello, my name is Philgo, and I will be the one taking your testament today. please, I know that last night, a few nights ago, was very traumatic. So I just want to hear your side of the story. If we can corroborate your side of the story, we are happy to reimburse you the money that we have so promised. There's no strings attached, no dark scariness. I know it can be quite frightening to trust your local municipality, but I promise you, nothing untoward is going to happen. Old Philgo has your back. Now, please, in your own words, tell me what happened.
Can I insight him?
Sure.
It's about to ask the same thing.
I'm going to lean
19.
12.
19.
He believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
Uh,
I lean into Whisper and Whisper. Face your fears. Make your family proud. I kind of like almost push you forward just a little bit.
He runs away.
Not like I'm not forcing you, but I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
guiding.
Like a cartoon, like with your feet.
You tell him. All right, Philgo. It's like this. We were right outside the library. We had met outside the library when suddenly we saw this gigantic splat, and I'll basically lay out the story. The only thing I'm leaving out is, of course, my trip to the reef. That they had actually been kicked out of the library, or
Like when the fight broke out.
Right, just
like
when
the
the
green
fight-
light, the tower falling.
Yeah.
Solid
So
or solid.
basically,
The people
Seeing the
turning into
people.
black things, and then the guards killing them with
And the
sticks.
light in the middle of the
yeah,
ocean.
the figure
Yeah,
that was
the figure on the
standing
wall.
on the wall holding up the object that had the green light. That
Boat getting like
So you just
cracked
everything.
down.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the boat being like ripped down too.
All right, so he hears the entire recount of the event. Is there anything else you'd like to tell Philgo? He seems nervous, like he's like,
Yeah.
whoa, this is a lot.
right, Philco, you seem like a good chap, so I've got to come clean about this. I've spent a lot of time on the wharfs, right? And there's this granary, and it's for sale. It looked like it's deserted. We were walking by, doors wide open. I hear some noise going on inside. We look in, and there's a building inside the building, see? And inside that building are these barrels with like weird markings on them. And it just gave us a really bad feeling. Like trouble.
It seemed too pristine to be there.
Right, because it was for sale.
Yes.
It's deserted, so somebody's smuggling stuff in through there.
That's interesting.
Right.
A friend of mine.
It's not
told-
really what we're investigating right now, though, so I'm not sure it's gonna make it to the top. Is that all right?
Are we alone with him?
Yeah.
we did. I also did hear of while we were on our way to Gavra, we passed through a town by the name of Calgary, and they had a lot of issues at that town, and they said something about some strange barrels with markings causing some sort of sickness. I don't know if it's related, but it kind of caught my attention, and that's what made us think of this.
Were they the same barrels?
I couldn't tell you for sure, but the way they said they were barrels with strange markings.
I'm not sure about this Calgary thing, but I'm gonna write it down and see if anybody else knows.
Described it as the same sigil.
All right, everyone. This is a lot of help. Please stay here. I'm going to get your money. I think that from what I've heard, this is much more detailed than and it also seems like there's a lot of, no jellyfolk.
No.
All right. You sure?
We've got the scars to prove it.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people say the jellyfolk.
No.
All right. Thank you. He walks out.
All right, so who's going to ask for the boat?
It doesn't seem like we're gonna talk to anyone important.
We have to come clean with the rest of it.
No.
That's,
You will get us killed.
that
Where
is why
is
We
the
are not done.
dark
We've told them what we know.
Oh,
You
what?
are not getting us killed.
Right,
And
yeah,
what-
can I?
Hang on. And what happens when they send somebody to investigate the barrels and they open it?
We've seen one barrel open. It puffed up a one smoke.
And nothing happened.
The proper people must be
So
notified.
as your anger grows, I'm gonna stand up. You don't have to do anything with the cameras. as your anger grows, and you're talking to him. I hit the camera. All of a sudden, like you're talking to him, and all of a sudden, just like you're the only one that feels it, but you just go, you just feel this, and your hand begins to glow. Yes.
I see his hand glowing.
I will it will manifest in a quill. Don't
Slap your hand.
Right, come. We're in the castle. We're in the castle.
You were worried about
Thighs.
us looking weird.
Bjorn, we can't do this. I don't understand what your barbaric lifestyle's like. I understand that you come from the mainland. You are not from here. You are refugees from a different land. You know nothing. And shut up.
Our barbarians.
Shut up.
Don't.
Shut up. I'm gonna slap you.
Weakness.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Would you like me to come back?
No, come, please.
All right. So I know it doesn't seem fair. There are 6 of you, and the reward was 50 gold. So I talked to my superiors, and I was able to get 125. So they said that it's crazy to give all 6 of you the reward money, but here's 125 gold for you all. Honestly, I'm really appreciative of everything that you've told me. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. We will get to the bottom of this. It seemed like everyone was very concerned about the granary, so I'm going to make sure personally that I keep on being the squeaky wheel.
I'm sorry, Philgo. Can I talk to your supervisor?
Yes, of course. Did I do something wrong?
No.
Oh, please,
No, you
I
were
really
phenomenal.
want this job.
No, you were great. It's just we believe there's more info about these barrels that we would just feel more comfortable speaking with somebody higher.
Did I
up
not
as
talk enough notes? I can take better notes. You can read them. We can dictate them together.
Philgo, you did wonderful. You did nothing wrong.
But I have to go get. All right.
Right.
Fine. It is what it is. No appeasing the masses sometimes. You give your best.
Customer's always right.
Honestly, you know what? He turns back around. He's like, I just want to say something to all of you because I could tell the whole time you were telling the story. You have to believe in something. I believe in this.
We believe in you.
I'm a scribe.
He shuts the door.
All right.
Where's the knowledge place?
Yeah.
You really think that we're going to get to the knowledge place without sharing ours?
Not with people.
Not
no one's
knowingly.
leading us there.
Few
No.
doors open.
Oh.
You see about 3 guards come in all plate mail. One of them comes in and looks like he's dressed like Philgo, but doesn't seem as chipper as Philgo. Good afternoon. Your story. Impressive. It seems you had a first-hand account, and yet you are still alive. Please follow me. He leads you through the castle, up further into the castle, as you come to where would be like the bulwark between this castle and the inner sanctums. And they open the doors, leading you in to the more private quarters. As you are brought in, you see that the guards have increased, but these guards are all holding those scepters with the light. As you come in, this has a much older quality, almost like the outer was like added on. This seems older, much older. The tapestries show royalty or marquise going hundreds of years back. And as you are led into a room with hanging banners of the sigil of the marquise in different forms going down, you see at the end a beautiful woman with not a lot of pomp and circumstance. She's in a tight red vest, and she's sitting on a throne. And you know this to be Selendra Cassiandros. Please, have them come in. You notice that there are several guards. There's probably about 10 in the room, kind of lining the walls. I found your story very disturbing. Word has it that you actually had a first-hand account of what attacked us. I'd like to know what happened.
So first of all, I just want to say, and I don't know how this is striking everybody else, but for me, for Whisper, like heart pounding in my chest. I mean, like this is like, you know, think of how excited people get in this country, like to get a glimpse of a leader, right? Like, never in my life would I have imagined being in this place at this
So
time
you
with this
excited
person.
or scared?
Private audience.
Scared, like just
Because I was like, my character is like in the back, like scared, like not.
And
I mean, in awe. I guess more than scared.
so
like,
from the
awe.
Felrican point of view, the Marquis does not leave the castle, and she is almost never seen except for like public displays of dominance.
Yeah.
But she seems very warm as you're looking
Yeah.
at her.
At
I
this,
feel
actually,
uncomfortable though.
yeah, at this, Helena is actually going to take a step forward and she's going to do a slight bow to her. Madam Marquis, I understand that you need this knowledge firsthand. As someone who rules, you deserve to know that knowledge to take care of not only yourself, but your people. However, with the knowledge that we hold, I have to take care of myself and my people. And there is something that we do request from you in exchange for our knowledge.
Wow. Bartering. Here. I will say I like the audacity.
May I clarify? It is a humble request, and we will, of course, give you this information regardless, in good faith.
I'm at your mercy.
So, right, milady, we did see it firsthand. Everyone here fought creatures like you can't imagine. But here's what we didn't tell Philgo. It weren't the first time we fought him. Something like it was out in Calgary, out in a farm town. We ran into it on our way here. And we think there's a plot to release it in the city.
That's a very serious accusation. What proof do you have?
If you go to a granary near the wharf, right now, you will find two men tied up inside of it, and a building inside of that building that contains many barrels of what we believe causes whatever this sickness or these creatures.
There are a lot of granaries. Could you be more specific?
I'm gonna pull out my map.
She just kind of like this, and one of the knights comes over and grabs it from you.
It is the Yor and Gander
Sigil.
She looks at her and she nods and he walks out.
They cannot open those barrels around people.
Did you hear that? The knight nods as he leaves.
Can I plot?
It is.
Sure.
I feel like this is not a plot point that might make everybody happy, but I think it would be cool. I think the barrels had what symbol on them? Not well.
Jormungandr.
Jormungandr.
It was the serpent eating.
I want a plot point that those granaries are empty.
Huh?
Cleared. Like, I think that these people need to be, like, have eyes everywhere. And that, like, I think that's cool, so I want to plot point that.
Whose side are you on?
Yeah.
The fun of the game side.
You want to plot point that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Plot point.
There's
I
also
think that
Veto.
I think that it's super interesting.
I was actually thinking, I wasn't going to plot point, but I was thinking, like, what if they go there and it's cleared out? So
Like, I feel like they're, like, big enough to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Plot point. So you won't find out because they just left.
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, we would have mentioned the storehouse and the wareside.
The other
as well.
one.
Oh yeah.
So both of them.
This. Who do you think is behind it?
Well, we saw the Jormungandr's symbols on it.
And in the village of Calgary, there was a
Felpa cart.
right.
Velpa.
The salmon breaking out of the net.
That is concerning.
Quite.
Have you ever seen a dark glint?
I have not.
The barrels are filled with them. and we believe it's directly connected to the sickness.
You have offered up much of this information. And what do you need in return?
A ship.
A ship.
Free passage.
Going somewhere.
There are many people that we are looking for in the mainlands.
In the mainlands. And do you think that a simple ship will get you there?
We've heard of ships that were created specially to get through the vortex.
I do not know of a ship like this.
Then perhaps they're just rumors.
But surely with a navy as powerful as yours, perhaps there's some way you have to get to the mainland. We just ask for passage, that's all.
It is odd that you come with this request at such a time. My advisors... She seems like she's going to say more and then just decides that you don't need to know. They have said that some of our troubles on this attack may actually lay in the mainland. We were looking for volunteers. How fortuitous. We're going to be sending several ships out. Perhaps your names could find themselves on the dossiers, if you so wish. Though I do believe it is a fool's errand. The vortex has not been passed in many lifetimes. And even if you make it past the Goldama break wall, you will have to deal with the gate of Cephas. Still, what do you think? Do you think they are ready? Do you think that they could make it? You see a man come out from behind her throne. He is very familiar to you.
Honestly, is that Whisper?
Oh man.
Oh no, the government's bad! Who knew?
Yeah, we knew that.
You're moving up in the world, Captain.
I was there on the break wall when I saw it shatter into the water. I got a first-hand view of our enemy, carrying a green scepter that shone like darkness. And I simply wanted to offer up my humble services to the Marquis and tell her that we must send ships, for that light was headed to the mainland. And well, we can't have those machinations plotting against Gavra.
I completely agree, Silas. I think we must send ships post-haste. Whatever we need to find, it's certainly on the mainland.
I couldn't agree more.
And our game comes to
Holy shit.
I so wanted to just. Oh my gosh.
Magic missile.
We would get so bad. I know we wouldn't last a second, but oh
Now
my
Silas
gosh.
is green scepter, right? From on the beach.
Well, he was right, and he was the guy. Yeah.
That's our game, everybody!
wants us to
Thank
go
you,
on the airship.
Twitch! We'll see you in 2 weeks!
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Twitch!
Yeah, there's so much.
The smoke, grey clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light, but I have ne'er seen their like, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. Steel your courage to the mast or throw it on the pyre. The cold, sharp winds bring pain and death. These harsh lands we survive. Our warmth, it comes from hearth and home, but never from the skies. Oh, Tyve, 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 you'll never leave alive. This place is all our prison, but one where you can thrive. And you can wail against those gods and pillage, scream, and fight. But fear the darkness in this land, for it is born of light. Oh, Tyve, 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 we're proud to be alive. And you can say we've lost our minds or laugh and call us mad. But this place has become our home, so you'll never see us sad. The smoke, gray clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light. But I have nary seen their sight, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire.